some girls I never seen before. You used to call me on my cell phone, late night when you need my love.
the WB Williamson Brothers Studios.
Go insane, go insane.
Your favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio.
Wake up, got a bed. Go.
And now, our feature presentation.
What you are about to hear may be offensive to some portions of our listening audience. If you are easily offended by references to normal human bodily, social, and cultural functions, please exercise your right to control yourself and stop listening now. That is, tune out, turn off, on, or up if you're into this sort of thing. And now, for our feature.
Understanding your radio is important.
Yeah.
The controls are simple to operate. The most important being the channel selector. The radio should be equipped
With your favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio, you are waking up right now with that Rise and Grind Morning Show. Say something. Now I know where I'm at.
Okay.
Today's Cherry Pie Day. By the way, Charlie's out today. Cecil's out. Just the three of us. Today is Cherry Pie Day, Love Your Pet Day, National Leadership Day, National Comfy Day, and National Muffin Day. Rihanna turns 36. Trevor Noah turns 40. Jay Hernandez, who just wrapped up the latest version of Magnum P.I., turns 46. Cindy Crawford is 48. French Stewart of Third Rock and Mom fame turns 60, the big 60. Charles Barkley, that's ridiculous, is 61. And Patty Hearst Shaw turns the big 70 today. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. I hope it's your birthday over the past weekend. I hope you had a wonderful birthday. We're just getting things warmed up, so let's go ahead and stretch things out. Where y'all going?
You know I need you to stay.
Now back to the Rise and Grind Morning Show.
I'ma have to turn it up.
Heard on Big Hits, Big Baba Radio. Wow, man. We're going to get all into our weekend recap here in a second. And which month are you, but here's what's really going on. And which month are you most likely to die on an average? January is America's deadliest month based on data of 66.8 million deaths going all the way back to 1989. Other lethal months come later in the winter, February and March, with December ranking fourth. Other data reveals January 1st is the deadliest single day, though death ramps up throughout the Christmas season.
Really?
That's where we're going to start Tuesday. Morbid.
Yeah.
You know.
Home Improvement Zachary Ty Bryan was arrested and charged with felony DUI.
No. Not one of the Taylor boys.
Hard to believe. That dude's been sliding downhill ever since.
Yeah.
He never came out of that show. The $25 million mansion in Denver that Russell Wilson bought when he was traded to the Broncos is now up for sale. Former Home Improvement. Well, we're going to tell that guy's story again, huh? That was a crazy NBA All-Star game. A team exceeded the 200-point mark for the first time in NBA history as the Eastern Conference won the All-Star game on Sunday for the first time since 2014, beating the Western Conference 211 to 186.
Holy, like, dang.
Ain't nobody playing defense. Ain't nobody getting hurt on an All-Star game. Go ahead, dog. That's your shot.
How you?
Scientists are doing research on people who have never caught COVID to see what's in their system that help them fight it off. By the way, if you've never had COVID, you're called a Novid.
Really?
A Novid?
Well, they don't have the vaccine.
Oh.
Wait.
That's what they want to find out. Like, all right, look, you ain't got COVID. What's in your body so we can figure out how to kick your ass, too. Don't let them test you.
Nope.
Run.
Small changes coming to the Hallmark Channel near you. On February 28th, Hallmark Drama will become Hallmark's Family, and on March 6th, Hallmark Movies and Mysteries will become Hallmark Mystery. I don't watch it, so I don't know.
Me either.
I don't know. It's like the Pantyhose channel.
They say Ridley Scott is in discussions about him directing the Bee Gees biopic on the way. When police arrested a man for breaking into an Ohio library at 1 a.m, he explained that he had gotten permission from Jesus.
Jesus told me.
I don't need your permission. Jesus told me I could be here.
That's my new thing now.
I love it.
Huh.
Did he get away with it?
I don't know. Doesn't say.
Dang, I want to know.
Washington State High School wrestler Cody Miller completed his 4 years of wrestling on Saturday the way he had hoped. Undefeated from freshman through senior year. His record, 143-0.
Really?
Beast.
Dang.
His sparring partner all the way through high school never got a chance because he was the same weight. I guarantee that's what happened.
Yep.
Bro, the guy that I wrestled under, that guy was the best Ohio State wrestler. His name was Mike Dahl in my weight class. Went to state all 3 years of our high school, and I was all like, damn, dog. I'm never going. I got to either go down, I got to lose weight or get fat.
Yeah, one or the
Because we
other.
the same size, bro. It was horrible. I played JV until my senior year. Then I went down. I worked my ass off to get down to my
To
senior
lose all the
year
weight.
so I could not wrestle under him.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was a badass for the guy under me. Bro, that guy made me a badass wrestler. I won't even lie. Because all I did was get my ass whooped by the best wrestler in the state.
There you go.
On a regular basis. There was no beating him. There was no competing with him.
But you learn different techniques.
Right. I was like, oh, I'll use that.
Yep.
Krispy Kreme and Hershey's have teamed up for a new line of donuts. They're called the Chocomania Collection, available as of yesterday. There we go.
Taco Mania.
A new poll reveals married people tend to be happier. The poll may be skewed because it was conducted among people who love getting nagged and hate having sex.
Oh, that was good.
Starbucks unveiled a new design for its cafes that is more accessible store experience. Lay out clear space by forcing the people who spend all day working on bad screenplays to sit in the back, please. A Delta flight was grounded after maggots fell from the overhead bin. We talked about this.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Gross.
And everyone knows the only thing that goes into overhead bins is your children. Was that too soon? Sorry. Facing hundreds of millions of dollars in legal fines and judgments, Donald Trump may have to start selling off his assets. First up is Tiffany. She's for sale. Who wants her?
First bidder.
Abraham Lincoln was once pardoned Joe Biden's great-grandfather. That's the joke. But it was after he stabbed a guy during a fight. The House of Representatives will open an impeachment inquiry to see if President Biden used his influence to secure that pardon. What's really going on? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you what's really going on because I can read these, but I didn't proofread them, so we could definitely go down bad joke hell. And I don't want to do that. So I just want to say real quick, I'm going to take some time out to say how incredibly I am impressed with what we pulled off on Saturday as a team. And I mean all four of us. I mean, we were able to pull off a broadcast that was at level that many radio stations and television stations in town couldn't have pulled off. Now, they could have if they'd and I don't think we are as big as a TV station by any means, but we had that ability. We had that presence.
Yes.
And it's amazing to see the people that have tuned into the app that just found out about it, the bus rolling down. I mean, we are going to grow. And I wanted to have by the way, happy belated birthday on air.
Thank you.
Your birthday was yesterday, so happy belated birthday. We hanging out and celebrating a little bit today. We have to get some food and some cakes and things like that to make it right today.
Aww.
I think it's kind of sad that C's called in on your birthday celebration, but that's, I would never do something like that.
That
so.
was him being cheap. He didn't want to.
Crap, Juju, we didn't do anything.
I got something I got to deal with. I was like, all right, no problem, bro. Deal with it. He's like, all right, cool. By deal with that, he meant skipping your birthday. So I know he's awake listening, so I can say these things. I don't think I'm on camera. I'm hanging off in the corner.
Oh, shoot. It's been less than a month, so.
So there we go.
I don't forget dates, remember?
Are we good?
You're there.
All right, there
We're
we
good.
go. All right.
You both look great.
I was like, well, you do too, and I'm not even looking at it. There we go. But it was the entire day, and I'm going to rate it as a 100% success other than the dude tripping over the wire. So let's go 98. But he was in fear for his life afterwards.
Well,
so
I mean, the way you jumped up off that stool and started running
and then
down
after
there.
that, he just kept getting
he was
berated.
as I walked.
My security, Sean.
Right. And then Sean put those chairs around there, and someone tried to take one of those chairs, and Sean went over there with a cigar looking like a mobster, like, hey, put the chairs back. Them chairs are your chairs, all right?
That was great.
I got a mobster cigar. I will kill you right here in front of everyone. No one will even know I did it.
And I won't even drop an ash.
Right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put the cigar in my left hand, and I'm going to beat your ass with my right, all right?
That was great.
Forget about it.
That was perfect.
Also, there was... How about the program? That was fun, right?
It was a
I
blast.
was
Right?
so excited to see that magazine with
Our ad in it,
yes, like I was like, oh my god, like
Did you
that
guys
made
take
my
one?
night.
Yes.
I did.
All right, I just want to make sure you guys got one.
Stole one.
Right.
That's fine.
I'm looking forward to next year because I just want to do it bigger now. Because this was twice as big as we did last year. What can I do next year?
Right.
Right. I'm going to park the bus on that island.
Right?
Oh.
You can't. We already were going to do that. The only reason it was in the parade and not on that island is because we can't get it up on that island. There's no ramp on that island, and it's curved on the ends. So if it was squared on the ends, I could put a ramp up there. You know what I'm saying? And put the bus up. And I don't even know what type of ramp I'd have to put because wood wouldn't work. Wood would snap.
No, that
Right.
bus is massive.
Right. Jesus. What a
thing
big
was
ass. It is huge.
Yeah.
It is huge.
Watching it come by, I was like,
I got so much right, and there's so much I want to do with the bus now. So I do know that. By the way, shout out to Chris and Rue Holmes, man, always there for us, letting us store it. Always the phone line, the sponsor, man. Shout out. They're starting to build out today, and I told him to call Mike. So
Surprise! He already expected.
I said, call them all. Tell them we're getting it done.
Get it done.
oh, they were great.
But they were very. You know what? He was really excited to see how well the broadcast booth was built, and the weight of it was surprising.
Yeah. Mike and Bird were because I told him, I was like, look, like if you guys are not there that evening, I mean, I know that we have like a couple guys, but I'm like, listen, you
yeah, we
gotta
can't
at
have an
least-
army.
Yeah, I'm like, you gotta
around.
make it a little bit so I can help. Like, I'm not that weak, but I'm not that strong. And he was
Right.
like, I got you. And I'm like, okay. He brought it home, and the two of us lifted off the truck, and I like pushed it up, and I was like, that's really light. He was like, I told you it was gonna be light, and I was like,
I was
"Dang."
very surprised. Like when we
Yeah.
got up, we're like, okay. This is okay. We can do this. Cool.
So we get there. I got, now just for the record, my first arrival downtown was at 7:05. I dropped off my golf cart, took that trailer home, hooked up the other trailer, and had to get back down there by 8 because I didn't want Mr. Impatient to be like, where are you guys at?
I know. I was stressing.
Because I knew that he would be like, I'm here and you guys aren't here. Where are you guys at? Why is everything not ready to go?
Right.
Like, I really felt like I was going to get yelled at. Like, I really did. It was weird. I was like, I felt like I had a boss for a moment. I was like, I got to hurry.
I don't want to be.
So we get down there, set up the tents, set up the broadcast. We get it going. And then C's had to go do his quince. So he goes off and does that. And then we set up the broadcast and had a couple of little things, but like it was smooth. It was clean. People liked us. It was fun riding around all day long on the golf cart, back and forth between the parade area.
Yes.
Like, it is, what did I tell you? It was a time of, like, a great day. It's
For
fun,
real,
right?
yeah. And it's like everybody wanted to stop and talk to us. Everybody wanted to come and say hi. Everybody was waving. I mean, it was just so cool.
You felt like a celebrity.
I really I feel like so connected to everybody. Like, I wanted to go hang out with everybody. Like, it was
Right.
so much fun.
And you're like, I gotta leave. It's time. It's 10. At the end, as it's built up, you're like, man, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna do something. Then when you're I'm packing everything up and going home. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Like, I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm done.
And they're offering me free beers over there. Like, come hang out, man. Come hang out. We're gonna chill out. I was like, no.
I'm like, I've been here all day.
Bro, did you see my standing?
Yeah, 18 hours.
Yes.
18 hours standing on that day.
That was incredible. That was all day.
Some people aren't awake for 18 hours.
I know.
Right?
Right, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, I stood for 18. My legs, and I kept saying when I got up that morning, I was like, damn, I feel like I did squats all day. Like, I feel like I did squats all day. And I even soaked. Like, I went into the hot tub and soaked and everything. And Sarah was like sitting there next to me, and we're running an errand on Monday, and she sends me that text message. And I was like, what? She goes, look at your hour standing. And I was like, grrm. She goes, you closed off 3 of your rings. It's her thing, by the way. She has
your rings?
to close her rings on her activity.
Really?
So, like, she gets out, she walks, she exercises, she feels like she's got to do that, which is great. That means she's going to live forever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's forcing her to do that activity that most of us,
That's why she looks so good. Like, let's be
like me,
real.
I don't do it. Like, I don't do it. She's like, you want to go walk the dogs with me? I'm like, no, I'm in the middle of a round.
Like, I'm good.
I'm doing something.
All right. I saw Sean friended me up on Call of Duty.
Did he now? Okay.
Yeah, he found me, and he's been playing, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been trying to level up.
Right, I've been seeing that.
That's funny.
Right. I was like, damn, he's on his level 40 already. Keep doing it, dog. That's how it starts.
Yep. And then,
And the next thing you know, you're addicted. Right.
Yep.
And there's no getting away from it. And I can't do zombies. I'm trying, bro.
We love it.
I
We
want to
play-
get in there with you, but I'm like, I go in there and I'm like, I don't know none of these people. Like, I don't understand how to play the game, so it's really hard to be like, what do I have to do, bro?
We'll have to show
What'd
you.
I
There's
do?
like a private one you can do. So that's what Mike and I do, so we don't get some random like weirdos that don't know what the hell they're doing. Because you can do some really cool things on the zombie part. Like there's Easter egg stuff like that. You can go into a whole different map.
Do you
It's
level
crazy.
up and get all your?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do daily challenges, all of it.
Dang.
We have a blast, and it's just him and I. So then we just go and we make sure we do all the different.
Do you wear
challenges.
headsets in different rooms?
No, we're in the same room wearing
All right.
headsets.
You got to. You need that
Yes.
immersing.
Yeah.
I feel immersed when I'm in it, man. It's like, and you know, I have a friend of mine who was having a stressful weekend, and I was telling him, bro, you need some Call of Duty in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the one thing I don't really have anymore is any anger.
No, because I just take it out on the
take
game.
Like,
it
if
out
I'm
there.
having a bad day, I'm like, it's over for somebody, bro. Somebody's going down. And when I'm really focused, like it was funny is last night, I'll tell a Call of Duty story real quick, then I'll get back to the parade. I'll go back. Well, I'll just tell it. We're
what
going to
you
squirrel
want.
all day. That's what we're going to do. Enjoy it.
We're Squirrel Day.
So I start playing, and I'm having, like, great games, like personal best games. Like, I'm just slaying people, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to get to level 275 because I think I prestige up. I don't know if it's 275 or 300, but I wanted to at least see if I got the 275.
Mike hit it. Just a
So
little bit ago.
I want to go and try to get there. So I double pointed. Like I used one of my double points. Those who play know what I'm talking about, right?
Okay.
And then I had like 5 of the most worst games I've ever had in my life.
So you wasted that.
And I was like,
15
son of a
minutes.
bitch!
Was it the double XP for like
Yes,
15 minutes?
45.
Yeah. Oh, you had 45 at least.
And smoked my ass.
And
So
you
now I
wasted
know
40
when Sean's screaming in the lanai, at
Yeah,
the
that's
TV.
probably
That's
why.
what's happening.
Oh, you do. You scream. And now I don't take any talk. Like now I'm at the level where if you talk smack, bro, I'll lay it into you, bro.
Yeah, like, go ahead.
Like I don't even say anything, but if you start getting in there and like, oh, you guys let us down. There was this little kid like, we lost because you let us down. And it was like he was like 12. I was like, bro, you got 10 kills. Shut up and mute your mic. And then there was this other kid just rambling on while we were on it, and he was cursing up a storm. I was like, man, your mom gonna catch you, dog. And when she catches you, she's gonna whoop your ass, just so you know. All right, you keep on cursing like that, your mama gonna hear it. And I swear on my life, when I tell you I heard his mama come in the room, whoop his ass,
Nice.
and then he was offline. And I was like, oh, she must have heard me too. And then some dude was dying. Some dude I didn't even know was dying. Like, dude, he just got whooped by his mama.
Do you ever change your voice? Like, do you ever do like any impersonations?
I
when you're
do
on there?
Donald every once in a
I
while.
love it.
Hello, everyone. I'm in here playing. I should go and change my name. Hello, everyone.
I am Donald.
It's
Trump.
Donald. I'm in here. I'm kicking your ass.
Shut.
And especially if you put it through the system, it'll sound just like Donald. Hello.
Hello.
I've played this game with many people, but some of you are tremendous.
I think you should.
I think I will tomorrow or today. There we go.
That would be hilarious.
If I have time. It's a crazy week for me. So much going on. But we getting back to the parade, man, and then I got to tell you, shout outs to G-Man who came out and hung out with us, but more importantly, you know why he disappeared, right? He disappeared.
He went and got all the food.
It was his wife's dinner. It was his birthday, and he wanted to squeeze a dinner in before the restaurants closed.
Oh.
So he had to break away from the parade. So they went up to Oxbow and ate, and I think watched it from Oxbow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then came back down, and then he was all like, "What do you got to pack up?"
Oh yeah,
he helped us.
They were both
And I was like, the
everything
DJ equipment, the photo. He's like, "Let's get it all, bro. Let's get it all right now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's shout out to everybody. Like, and then Nick holding down the DJ, man. Like he killed it. My niece said he was awesome. So it was a great event, man. Everything about it. The bus even made it from point A to point B without breaking down.
Right?
I was very impressed with that.
And shout
I think
out
we
to
made-
Angie. I mean, she was sweating her ass off in that bus. I felt so bad
Was
for her.
she really?
Yeah, she called me when I was leaving. She called me to let me know my wagon was still in there and
Right.
anything left over. And she was like, I only have one suggestion. And I'm like, what's that? And she was like, if we do this, anything else, I definitely need like a fan or something. She was like, I was so hot and I felt so bad. I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's probably was steaming in there because she only had that little one.
I gotta get the air working in that thing this
But
week.
she killed it, man. She is such a delight to be around
Yes,
too.
she
Like
is.
she was there all day. When I got there at noon, she was already there, and I was like,
Right.
damn,
She picked up the
hung
bus. She goes, as soon as I get the fire extinguisher, I'm coming your way. I was like, all right, see you in a minute. She's like, great. I was like, you're here early as hell. She's like, I had to get the bus there early. I was like, you know, you don't have to stay. You can come back like at 4 o'clock. She was like, no, thanks. I'll stay.
She hung out with us. She
Yeah,
was
she was
great.
hanging. She was
part of the
awesome.
crew. I loved it.
Yeah, she's on the team all day long.
Yep.
The official Big Mama Radio bus driver. I love it. I mean, it was truly a good time to be had, and it was even more gratifying knowing that we owned it. Little old Big Mama Radio that is in a little office in Fort Myers, doing a little studio, little engine that could, owned it. And what's sad is there's not a, and here's the thing, you know why we get it? Because nobody else will do it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a
are you
long,
kidding me?
Hard job. It
Are
really
you?
is.
You're not going to do this? Who would not do this?
They would
I
like-
don't even understand that. Like when I got here, I always said I don't understand why radio stations aren't more involved in the fair. I don't understand why radio and TV stations aren't more involved. If you go to Minnesota State Fair, which is the second largest in the world in the country, right? The first being Texas. Radio stations camp out there for 10 days. Like you do your show there live for 10 days, and they don't care what it sounds like on the air because everybody's going to the fair.
Yeah.
Do you understand
That's where it's
that
at.
you got it because you don't get this one in radio? You never get the one-on-one. Me and you having a face-to-face. I mean, you having a conversation.
Right.
So when you get out to places like the parade, you're having one-on-ones with tons of people. Tons of people had no idea that we had our own app, had no idea where I was, and now they're back. And I got to tell you, I can tell by the streaming numbers that they're listening even when we ain't here.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cute too, because like we had our station go, like, you know, we had everything going while we were just, you know, hanging out during the day, and all our little sound bites that you put
Oh, yeah.
together. people were walking by and they're listening to it and they're dying laughing.
They're laughing at
Yeah,
it.
they're just like, this is great. So it gave them a little snippet of what they're going to see every morning.
Shout out to people in Tampa, Miami, Fort Myers, Lehigh, all the way in Oregon, Nebraska checking in. I can check all these out on my feed here today. New Jersey checking in. A lot of people from Fort Myers, Lehigh, Tampa, Cape Coral. Shout out to everybody that's already online watching us, man. And how about that? We had 400 people watching this parade stream.
That was crazy.
And only one time did it glitchy.
Yeah, I went back and watched, and I was like,
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah,
we
and
rewatched it too.
You rewatched it too?
I did.
Jesus.
Because I just wanted to see,
The
like,
next day, we lounged around and rewatched the parade. It was great.
How did we do?
It was great.
Because I can't do that. I could never go back and do that.
It was very interesting because we had such a great shot of everybody coming through. You could see all the action that was happening, the costumes, the floats. I mean, that part was phenomenal. You could hear the music that all the bands were playing, like if you were literally there.
Yeah.
I was
The
like,
sound was
this is
amazing.
great. Like watching it from home. I mean, being in
The levels
person,
were all good.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
I was impressed. I was like, wow. Because we had no idea. We were just listening through what was coming through.
Right,
our
you never know the
headphones.
finished product till it's
Yeah.
after.
Yes. So
And of
it's
course,
done.
it sounds good to us.
Always
but
sounds good here, but does it sound good on the other side?
I know. And that's why I was like, let me check it.
I
just
could
Well,
to
even
see.
now I
smell
want to
the
go
tacos
watch
we
it.
were
Damn
eating.
you guys. Now I want to.
So you just got to put it in the background while you're playing Call of Duty today.
Right. I'm not going to play Call of Duty today.
We went through it. It was really cool. Very, very cool.
Wow, that is badass.
So
I'm glad you watched it too. It's obviously got 1,000 people watched it after the fact right away. Like the numbers went up quick. So that was cool to watch. But thank you to everyone who's finding us for the first time today. Maybe you're brand new. You know, we stole another. So Angie's stolen. All right, just so you know, when I say stolen, because these are original OG listeners I had.
Oh,
okay, and there's some that I know. Angie is stolen. We stole her from the other station.
She's ours
Okay.
She'll always be ours.
Dion, stolen from the other station. I know that for a fact. One of the prime original listeners.
Dion's checking in too. She said, "Don't ever be off on a Monday ever again."
If it's just for the record, I'm the boss. If it's a holiday for the banks, it's a holiday for me. Just so everyone knows. All
But
right.
I love it. I love it because they miss us.
Right.
That makes us feel good. Like,
And it was hard for me
want
not
us.
to come in yesterday because I was like, we should just go do it.
Right.
But I knew that the amount of effort that it would take to get it live was not in my bones yesterday.
Yeah.
Because we destroyed this studio
We did.
in order to get that studio going.
Yeah.
Because we had this idea, I'll buy all new.
Yeah.
I'll buy all new stuff. I'll buy new cameras.
And we're like, no.
All brand new. We already have other mics and other broadcast setups, but video
Yeah.
setups, we only have one. So I said, I'll buy another one.
Mm-hmm.
And then Caesar's like, what if it doesn't work?
Yeah, let's use one.
I was like, I don't know. You're going to be there to set it up because what if we have issues and we have to go all the way back to the station to get the original? Just bring this stuff. I was like, you're right. We'll just take it. Now, I think in the future, I will facilitate the... I had a Biden moment there for a second.
Hello.
I just became Mitch McConnell right there. I don't know what just happened there.
Where'd he go?
Betty, guide him.
I even lost my train of thought. I don't even know what the hell I was saying. What was I saying?
He's on another planet.
About a whole setup. Probably have.
Yeah, because we're gonna have to
We
we're
tore
gonna
up
build
the
a bus.
studio.
Once the bus is built, and that'll be strange because we'll need 3 setups. I'll need a permanent one on the bus where we can just
Yeah.
turn on and go live in the bus.
Yeah.
Permanent one.
And then I'll have to have one that's able to go live on the outside of the bus,
Mm-hmm.
so that we can just be like under a tent on the outside of the bus, in front of the bus, like
Yep.
we would have to be at the parade. And the parade would be no good to be in the bus because I've darkened it. There are no,
Oh, it's dark in there.
there's
yeah.
no looking through the windows.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta have like
Right.
a little like pop up in front.
Right,
Like,
right.
Nobody could see us. The only thing we could do is build something up on the top, which
Yeah.
would be really cool. Oh, it'd be so cool because then we could see
She just wants to
everything.
keep building stuff.
They
Like,
make,
I have
you know
a
what's funny?
husband that builds.
You can buy a thing that puts a stage on top of a bus.
It'd be awesome.
They're like 14 grand, but they're pretty awesome.
I mean, think about our.
Oh my god.
But I
think
don't want to
about-
add any weight to that bus.
No,
Not
no,
like
it-
not
it's-
like a frame like that.
It's old enough.
Right. She's old, but she's a goodie.
Let's
And
not break
she
her
dri-
bones.
Right.
You already saw what we did to the golf cart.
That was a fun trip.
Oh, the golf. It's hard to put 4 grown-ass adults on that golf cart, just so you know. It ain't brand new. It probably needs some new springs or whatever.
That was so much fun, though. That was so much.
Lean to the right. Lean to the right.
And then you forgot, and you're taking the corners like super fast because we're trying to get everywhere, so we're on time. And then
I've never. You know what's funny is I'm actually impressed with the battery on that puppy. Like my cart did well. Like it went back and forth 2 or 3 times on one charge, and then I just brought the charge.
All our asses around. That was good.
What'd you say?
I said the strength it has to haul our asses around.
Right.
It was
Damn, it was good. And then, what was your favorite float?
There's
a couple.
There was 2 things that really stood out in my mind.
Now that you rewatched it, so it really probably stands out. Go ahead.
Mexico, the 150 something dancers with
Right.
all the different types of different traditions, that blew me away. Then watching it again and seeing them actually do like all the different dances, I was like, that is cool.
Because you don't get a chance to really watch it. You're like it's so fast paced when you're hosting it.
Yes, and they're just going like there's 100 people just walking, you know, and then they stop and they do a little dance for a little bit, so we only get that little thing. But I'm watching them coming down, doing all the dances and having all the puppets and their everything
costumes
about it.
were amazing.
3 straight hours. It
was amazing.
Yeah, right. It was amazing, and the rain held out. What was your favorite float?
Between floats, I'd have to go. Lee County Sheriff blew me away.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Hands down, greatest float.
that was the
Hands
best.
down. But really,
Like he's got to get into every parade in the world now. You
Yes.
got like even the parades that don't have floats, you got to take yours in. Just be like, yeah,
Can I tell you, it made me feel like really proud, like super
Yes.
proud that's like our that's
That's
our
our
people.
county. Yeah,
Like,
that's
you know
our
what I mean?
county.
Like I feel like really
Right.
proud of seeing that.
and it's built really good because we
Yes.
got really up and close and we could see it before the parade and that thing was
when I
built.
took Optima back to walk on the bus,
Mm-hmm.
I got to get on it,
Did you?
and I went all the way to the top where the sheriff was and took a picture.
Oh,
And
that was
probably the view to have.
it's not even. That's what he was like. Should I ride up here or should I ride in the Hummer? And I was like, bro, it's really hard for me to decide that. I was like, I don't know. He's like, what do you think? And I was like, probably the Hummer. You got to be in the lead vehicle. You got to be the star of the show.
Yeah.
But everybody's going to be looking at your float, bro. That's the most badass float ever.
That float was insane.
It was insane, man. And it was the assets that we have are great. Did you see the dog, the robot dog
Yeah,
walk
the
up to the
dog.
camera? Did it walk up to the
Yeah,
camera on the
it did.
video?
Yes, that thing was so cool.
I didn't
even
realize how fast it
Did you
moved.
see how the mouth actually
Yeah.
opens and everything? I'm like,
I
I
watched-
didn't even realize that
I watched
there.
Lee County Sheriff put up a reel. They did an awesome job on their
They
reel too.
did.
But they showed a part where because they didn't have that dog walking the entire time, so we got super lucky. They had it actually on that
Right.
flatbed trailer, and they had the dog's mouth opening and everything. But I didn't realize it walked that fast. I thought it was a little more slower pace
Oh,
and
no,
stuff.
that thing. I was
Yeah, I was like, dang,
put that
Ooh,
on the
pretty good,
racetrack,
right?
I mean, he was good. Like, he was super, super fast and very, very it was weird because it looks like it's almost like it's floating. Like,
Yeah.
it goes so fast floating.
They've got there's so many different operators for so many different things. Like
Yeah.
every drone has its own operator. The dog has its own multiple operators too, because he can't work 24 hours a day.
well, yeah.
So it's like they got these operators that run these things, man, and it's amazing to watch them do it.
Yes.
Like it really is. We have the most badass sheriff's office in the entire country. Like I would put it up against anyone in the world.
Oh,
like
yeah.
most badass sheriff's office ever.
And the technology they have, just seeing all of it, I'm like, you have to be a dumbass to try and do anything in this county. They're gonna find you. The technology that they have.
That van,
know.
the
Yes.
spy van.
Everything.
was
Because they
cool.
have
The
the doors
spy van.
open.
Like, what is that? Or what exactly is that?
Can I park it at the end of my block?
If I ever see that sitting anywhere, I'm
Right.
just gonna be like, yeah,
Right.
I'm
Ghetto
going the
News
other way.
Network Live.
Yeah, right. I'm like, damn, something's going
I
on.
mean, it was like glowing in the dark in there. There was TV.
You would never see it anywhere because it would just look like some black
Black van.
Sprinter sitting there.
Yes,
I didn't
yeah.
even think it was black. Was it blue, green? I
No,
don't
no,
remember.
it was
black.
Was
It was black. Yeah.
And I was like, what? They know everything.
Yeah. That's probably why
Right.
they know. They're listening to.
So just so you know, a little insight, I'll tell you, and you might be able to find it on the internet. I'm sure they've done a tour of it. We have a real-time information center, or real-time intelligence center. They call it Arctic, right?
Yep.
Have you ever seen it?
Well, if there's a show on, gosh, and I can't remember what network. It's Real Crime.
And
or
they
True
went
Crime.
in there.
But they highlight Lee County a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, Sheriff Marcino's been on there a bunch, and they've done different cases that they've solved
Right.
based on the intelligence that we have and all the different assets that we have. It is absolutely amazing.
The real-time intelligence center is like something out of Criminal Minds. It has a glass conference room off to the side. It has like 8 massive screens in the room and about 9 different workstations, and each department in the country, like DA has a spot there, FBI, everyone has their own spot inside here that they can go in, and they have 24-hour access, and they have their own workstation where they can go in. Now, there's not always somebody there from like the FBI, but they have their own area. The CIA, I'm sure, is not in there. But FBI, and then like, Homeland Security, they all have their own spots. And then the sheriff has a whole side with like school resource officers that are monitoring. And then they have this iPad that's about as big as this table.
and it's like
And it sits in the center.
Table. Yeah.
Right. And you can zoom in on, you can see every cruiser, you can see every school bus, you can see every city bus, you can see every fire truck. They're all on there, and they're able to zoom in and see where, like, if they have, like, when I was there taking a tour, there was something going on at one of the schools, right? And he zoomed in, and there was like 8 cruisers right there. Like, you could see them on this thing. And then the crazy thing is you can go back, it's DVR'd. Hey, where were you on Thursday at 4:45?
Dun, dun, dun.
I was working. Were you? That's funny. It shows you at home.
Surprise.
And it shows. That's how I knew that they had it, because it's real-time crime. It's on. You can watch it on Discovery Plus, but it's on regular cable television too. But Mike and I absolutely love it. And Lee County's been on there at least 3 or 4 times
We are
for
legit.
different crimes. Yeah.
Like this,
Because we would
sheriff
get
is-
all excited. We'll see Carmine Marcino. We'll be like, oh, we got to watch this episode, which, case is it. And they've done tons of them and they show. Like, they literally are in that. They're in that.
command
And they're in the,
center.
yep, and they show that whole iPad thing, and he zooms in and they pinpoint. And I mean, the camera quality that they have in this county is absolutely insane. Like I said, you have to be dumb to try and do anything in this county. They're going to find you.
Be honest.
By the way,
I
the
mean,
speed.
I am. I'm
Pretty
just being
proud.
honest. Like,
Just so you know, if you got warrants, don't go buy the speed check machine.
Oh.
It also runs plates everywhere. This real-time information center will run plates off of cameras everywhere, and it's just nonstop. And it'll go, bink, tag just rolled by. This reader has a warrant. Right? It's sick, bro. I'm
Yep.
just telling you, this town is sick. Do not try to do illegal shit in this town.
it's like, you're pretty dumb.
Back off of that, bro. I'm just gonna let you know. And it's anything, man. Like, you try to do something on the dark web, they're gonna catch your ass doing that too. Don't do it around Lee County.
No.
Stay off that tour, bro.
Like, they have, obviously, we didn't even see a fraction of the officers that they have.
oh, I know.
So, I mean, you can just imagine how many they truly do have to just sit and do this
With all that
day.
equipment and all that stuff they have, the one thing about them that I absolutely loved about the parade was they had a hype crew.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
The hype crew was awesome.
My boss is gonna love you for that.
They were awesome. And I mean, they did bring the hype.
My captain came to me and she was like, I want you to be on the hype crew. I was like, the what?
You're like,
Right. This was like 2 weeks ago. She was like, look, I got a lot going on in the parade. I totally was. She was like, I'll get you a megaphone. We'll go crazy, get loud. We want your voice. And I was all like, you don't know how bad I want to do it. Like, for me personally, I want to do it.
Oh, I would
but,
too.
But I
Like,
want
'cause
to
that
walk.
was-
I want to walk next to my own float. I want to broadcast live. I want to go into VIP. I want my DJ booth there. I want my photo. These
like,
are all
let me
things.
Clone myself.
Right. I legitimately was just a facilitator. Like, I did not set up the broadcast. The team did that. I didn't break down the broadcast. I set up my own DJ booth, but that's a control freak thing. Like,
Well, yeah,
even the
same
DJ
stuff.
was like, you want me to start breaking this down? I was like, don't touch it.
Like, it's mine. No.
Don't touch it. Because I know I got to put it up Friday and Saturday this week, and when I have to put it up, I don't want to make it hard. Like,
Yep.
and I don't want to look
Right.
for wires, and I don't want to wonder where shit is. All right, I know where it is every time. So I was like, no, I got it.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should all just get big costumes. And then we'll do that.
Well, I'll become you.
and we'll just be
Sarah and I
everywhere.
believe that Taylor Swift has people that do that.
Probably.
We
Like,
might have like a,
no, you want to know something? Getting into a Taylor Swift conspiracy that I've never really thought about.
What?
Think about this. How many shows has she done from coast to coast? She's now
Oh,
been on,
gosh.
like, she's coming back to Miami. Like, she's
Yeah.
done nonstop touring for over a year now.
Yeah.
She was what, in Brazil?
Has yet to cancel a show
I
for
know.
being sick.
No, she's never been.
Has yet to cancel a show for weather. Has yet to cancel a show because she has a situation going on. She has never even been late for a show.
No.
That's amazing. Like you want to test somebody and find out why they don't get sick? Test her. I want to know.
Yeah.
Right?
Because
she's never had-
that's just never has laryngitis.
I was just saying, never has issues with her voice.
And then I said to Sarah, Sarah, look, I love DJing. I love it. Like, it would be great. Let's say Taylor Swift's like, we're going to put you on tour. You're going to be my tour DJ. And they pay you $500,000 a year.
Done.
I'm like, I'm gone. Like, see you guys later. Enjoy the show. Let me know if you need anything. I'll send you all checks.
Yeah, right.
All right? And, gone. But there would be a point where I would dread going out there.
Yeah. Because you'd miss, like,
And not
a
even miss it.
normal-
I would just, I don't want to do it again.
Yeah. All the hustle bustle.
Like, the first 20 times would be great. Because you'd get that crowd hype, like you felt with the parade, and I love being on stage at concerts. It's great. But after 20 times, it's going to lose its...
Well, if I had to do this
Well,
every
in a row. Like, if it was spaced out and you did, like, a few here, a
Could
few
you
there.
imagine
Okay, but...
doing that parade that we did on Saturday and having to do it like twice a week?
No.
That would kill me.
Especially
I would be a dead person.
Especially if we had to do all the stuff where we had to tear it down, build
There's
it
no
up.
way.
Well, she
Yeah,
don't have
no.
to do that.
No,
So
she
that makes it
doesn't.
different. She just has to.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
So Sarah also said, well, what happens if they just come and set your stuff up? No, he had to go as DJ. Just show up with your laptop. And I was like, well, no. It would be fun for a while.
You're still going to get tired.
But
Like,
and granted, the checks are nice, and like you're gonna be like, make it great, buddy, it'll be great. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'd be the greatest thing I ever did. But I have a feeling that eventually I'd be like, ugh. I mean, there's some. Charlie was like, hey man, I got something going on. I can't make it. I was like, cool, neither can we. See you later. Click. I mean, it was hard for me to not do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
No show today, guys. One of us can't make it. None of us can make it.
Yep.
It's one or not.
Give me a reason. Give me a reason.
Or none of us.
Right? You get us all or none. That would have been so irresponsible.
Yeah.
But I'd have done it just like I've done on a Taylor Swift tour.
Right?
So Sarah thinks she has a double.
She's got it. I think just more than just a
And
double.
if you have a double who's who looks exactly like you, and she can lip sing your songs and do your performance,
Yeah.
She's a witch anyway, so it makes sense.
right?
You think?
Don't.
You think that she really would? I mean, people just watching going down the TikTok,
Okay.
hole.
Right. Twisted TikTok. Let's go.
Twisted TikTok. They were, there's this one lady that follows her and puts all the concerts, and she's literally there, and she says that she can hear Taylor Swift's breathing while she's trying to sing, while she's singing her songs, and she's doing her dancing, and she's saying that there is no lip syncing at all. Like she will die on that hill, because she goes to all of her concerts and literally sits there. Do you think that that's like an implant, or is that real?
The question I want to ask you, I think she has the voice of an angel because she's a demon.
Whoops.
I also have I could take you down a real crazy conspiracy that's not out there at all. I believe there's a circle of the elite.
Yep.
And these elitists are either evil or good. And I think there's two separate circles. And I think they battle each other on a regular basis. But I think more importantly, they can't date outside the circle.
Yeah.
And I think when Travis showed up at the concert with the friendship bracelets and got turned down, that's because they were facilitating their relationship. And he went there to start it. And she was like, I'm not ready. I told everyone, I'm the queen, and I will not be told when I have to do something.
Yeah.
And then she did it on her own terms. And what she does is a little creepy, like wearing the 87 around her neck and like doing the high school
13,
girlfriend thing.
Well, and
Yeah.
13's her lucky
Right.
number.
Like there's
everything.
there's a lot involved in this. Like you just have to know that there's a lot involved.
Yeah. They were trying to dissect her concert and stuff too, just in the little clips that they were doing, and then trying to say that some of it was like Wiccan, witch.
But
kind
understand
of.
this is the same girl when she was a little tiny young little teenager, performed in Lehigh Acres.
Yep.
Now, if you're the Queen of Satan, do you perform in Lehigh Acres?
Oh, I mean, you got to look inconspicuous at first, and then once you gain all that popularity like she has now.
Because Sarah and I
yeah.
believe that it all took off after the Reputation tour. Like she blew up after that.
Yeah.
Like she went from like you could buy a ticket for $100 and go to the show to you got 3,500.
Right,
when
right.
she went more pop instead of straight country
Right.
is when she became who she is. When she was just that little country artist with her, curly blonde hair and singing with her guitar, you know, she was Taylor Swift, and in the country world, she was pretty big, but not as worldwide big as she is now.
Yeah.
That blew up when her genre, you know, changed.
But nevertheless, I couldn't do it every day on tour. Not doing it.
I think anybody would have a hard time. I mean, like, you have to have a certain, like, you have to be able to shut your brain off and just, like, go into, like, robot mode and do these things because
Right.
I would think it's exhausting to do the same thing every single day.
I'm going to take that back. I Call of Duty every day, and I do it for 4 hours. So never mind. Never mind. Take that back.
This year is gonna be big. Thanks for listening to the Extreme Florida Roofing Extreme Stream.
Happy New Year.
More big hits coming up on Big Mama Radio.
Need a dock or a seawall? Call 844-WB-BUILT or online at WBDocks.com. I'm Jimmy Williamson with WB Williamson Brothers. WB represents the fourth generation of a tradition that began with our grandfather in 1967. It's a tradition of building the strongest seawalls and docks in the industry. So strong that our seawalls come with a lifetime warranty. A lifetime warranty. For the strongest seawalls and docks money can buy, call WB Williamson Brothers at 844-WB-BUILT or online at WBDocks.com.
Looking for a trusted local contractor that delivers hard work, transparency, and exceptional quality? Meet Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, your go-to family-owned and operated experts in residential and commercial fencing services. At Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, we prioritize your satisfaction. No hidden fees, just unparalleled quality for your project. We're licensed, insured, and backed by extensive experience. Plus, we offer flexible financing options to suit your needs. Se habla español. Call us now at 239-264-5860 for a free estimate or visit qualityfencingofswfl.com to learn more about what sets Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida apart. So why settle for anything less? Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, the name you can trust for all of your fencing needs. Get in touch with us today. Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, building boundaries, creating security, and exceeding expectations. Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, your
When it
ultimate
comes to
fencing
building
solution.
a better community, there's one name that shines brightly: Titan Contracting. Not only are they masters of construction, but they also are dedicated to giving back to the very community they call home. What's up, everybody? It's me, Big Mama, and I'm going to tell you Titan Contracting's commitment to Southwest Florida runs deep. It's evident through their unwavering support of local causes, through initiatives like the Tommy Bohannon Foundation and the Bobby Holloway Jr. Memorial Fishing Tournament. They're making a real difference where it matters most, right here at home. You see, Titan Contracting just isn't a construction company. They're community builders. Their roots are strong, and that's why they've been passionate about giving back since day one. So when you choose Titan Contracting for your next project, you're not only choosing excellence in construction, but you're also choosing to support a company that's deeply invested in making our community the best it can be. Join hands with the Florida Strong team at Titan Contracting. Visit their website at yourtitanteam.com or call 239-791-8225. Titan Contracting, building dreams, building community, one project at a time.
Are you in need of reliable expertise for your marine projects? Look no further than Inland Marine Group, the trusted source since 2009. With a wealth of experience in marine project due diligence, design, and build, they specialize in marina planning, permitting, and construction management. Homeowners, they've got you covered too. Their expert team can assist with residential dock, seawall, and boathouse design and construction. Inland Marine Group is the go-to for regulatory agencies, providing valuable project input and expertise. Don't wait any longer to get started on your marine project today. Visit their website at inlandmarinefl.com. Inland Marine, the official sponsor of Fishin' Fridays on Big Mama Radio.
The Extreme Stream. Thanks to Extreme Florida Roofing.
It's the #1 hit music station. #1.
Big Mama Radio.
Wait. Where y'all going?
Now back to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Heard on Big Hits, Big Mama Radio.
Legitimately, just today, we're just having some fun hanging out, reminiscing about our weekends and things that we did. And I got to take a second real quick to talk about it because we went to Miramar on Monday during our day off. Both the kids. Finn's off all week.
All week?
All week. St. Michael's closed all week for some kind of deal.
Dang. I'm sorry, Sarah.
Right. Right. And he's at that age, man. where he's testing battle of wills. Like, he's testing your will. How much will you got?
Listen, I told you Saturday.
That's always a funny.
He sounds just like when I stopped over your house Friday to grab all that stuff to do the keychains. He was in there playing Fortnite and he was yelling. And I just looked at Sarah and I was like, oh my God. And she's like, I know his mouth. I was like, no. He sounds just like Jason. I was like, oh.
I love it.
I mean, he
Little
did.
mini me.
It was like just
it.
a little version. If he didn't have like, the voice, but the way that he was talking, I was like,
that's funny.
oh, he's like,
You can whoop his ass and he'll laugh in your face, so there's no whooping his ass.
Oh, that was my son.
That's a boy thing.
That was my son.
That's a boy thing.
That's all you got, bitch?
That's a boy thing. Colin was the same way.
We go to Miramar, which, by the way, I threw protest, all right? And I have no problem throwing protests every time I have to go to Miramar. I went to Miramar for Black Friday. It was the most craziest shit I've ever been through in my life.
Yeah.
Sarah and I went one time since then, and it was great because it was during the day and it was before season, and it was like a ghost town. But her stores weren't open, so we went all the way there. And the stores that she wanted to go to were doing inventory that day, so they weren't even open. So strike two,
nice.
right? So there is no strike three. You don't get to do that to me. Like, I'm not going back. Pick any mall you want.
Yep.
Anywhere you want to go. We're not going to this one.
Why?
I don't know. I don't like it. First off, it was chilly Monday too, and it's an outdoor mall. Daddy, don't play that game. I don't like to be cold. Guys,
I don't
have you
either.
not figured that out about me? I already told you, if we ever go to jail, do not let them put me in the interrogation room. I'm snitching on all y'all.
He's going to be like, screw this. It's too cold.
What's
I'm
the
Right.
number?
Get me out of this and put me in prison. I did it, and they did it too. Let's go.
What's the
I
number?
hate
If
being
it's less
cold.
than 65, that's it. You're squealing. You're telling on us.
Right.
We're done.
Pretty much.
I'm probably
Just so
in
you
the same
know,
boat.
they'll set the air too low in here.
I don't like it cold.
Can you take a bite? Have you ever? Do you know? I got to put it like, I got to know. I just have to know if somebody knows the answer to this. Is it allowed to ride bikes inside Miramar Mall?
I wouldn't think so, but then I don't know.
I
'cause
saw
it's
this old
outside.
couple kicking their bike through Miramar. Now, keep in mind, it's season, a holiday,
So it's busy.
and it's the who's who of Heaven's Waiting Room.
Mm-hmm.
Like, understand that everybody, I'm so old, I just want to walk my steps
Yeah.
here at the mall. And it's cold
what they
out,
do.
so I'm not
They're
going
shuffling.
to sweat my ass off because I'm from up north.
Yeah. They're shuffling through the mall.
And so you have to be patient, right?
Right.
That's patient. But the bike is crazy to see somebody ride a bike. So I was like, damn.
Never.
And then I saw not one mall security guy. I was there for 3 hours. I never saw a mall security guy. Not
I
one.
don't think I ever have either.
Right.
Now, thinking
Where
about
are
it,
they?
Like, I really don't.
There are 100,000 people in this mall, and there's no one there watching them. And the old men are riding bikes. And then I saw 2 kids riding bikes, and I said, to hell with this. If this is allowed, I'm having a bike rally at the mall. Everybody get your bikes. We're going to get 150 people, and we're all going to ride through Miramar because this should not be allowed. First off, it's a pain in the ass for me, and then I'm shopping on my feet, and I'm now I got to dodge bicycles.
all that I can think about is you and Sean going in on your scooter.
Right.
I'll go in my
Let's do a scooter fest. I'm in.
Done. Done.
I don't care at this point. Like, damn, can I ride a motorcycle through here? Is that allowed?
Like, I've never seen that.
I just got to say.
I saw it twice on Monday.
All the times. I mean, we've been.
And I've never seen a security guard there.
We don't go there a lot, but if we're
Right.
going, like,
We're
we
never
need
going again.
something, and it's it's
Yeah.
usually cheaper there. But I've never seen anyone on their bikes, and I've never seen security. Never.
And man, when it's windy, man, you go over there where the kids play, and it's like
it's cold.
it's cold, bro.
Because you're right there by the pond. Water.
Right. It's freezing. I was like, who wants to do it? Finn's having fun. I said, I'll see you in the hallway. They're like, what? I said, the hallway by the ice cream shop. I'll be right there. Let me know when you need me.
I can't believe you. You're like, it's windy, it's cold, it smells
I don't
funny.
like to be
There's
cold
a
either,
bicycle.
so I agree with it. Like, I hate being cold.
Get off my
I'd
lawn.
rather.
And then I leave the mall and sweat my ass off because all of a sudden the sun comes out and it wants to be 85. You bipolar Florida.
What is happening?
Man, it was nuts. Was nuts. Went all the way there,
So
man.
note to self.
Did you at least buy anything cool?
Me?
Yeah.
These jeans I'm wearing.
I was about to say, note to self. Biggs does
That was
not
it.
like outdoor malls. Take them inside.
So jeans and a long list of complaints.
Right.
All right.
I think I bought this shirt too. Yeah, maybe.
A long list of complaints. How long is it going to take before that
But
gets
you know what?
stolen?
They'll say that because now I feel like Finn complains because of me, so I'm done. Finn is the biggest complainer on the planet. Like he could be like I want McDonald's. All right, let's go get you McDonald's. Why did you just give me a Happy Meal? Because you're 5. I want a large fry and a 10-piece. Eat your 6-piece and 2 small fries, and then we'll talk about it.
Oh, he's got demands.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to eat this. You don't want to eat it. Then don't eat it.
He thinks he's big boy problems. Like he's got to.
Bro, it's more than that though. It's good. Like the kid bought back some weird stuffed animal from CVS because I had to buy my daughter eyelash glue. I don't believe I'm doing this. The things I do now, I don't know. I'm like, really? We're stopping for what? Eyeglass glue? What do you need eyeglass glue for? Because I got to put my eyelashes on, Dad. I was like, for what? School. I'm like, oh, okay.
20 years ago, would you have imagined?
But I'd be biking in and buying eyelash glue? No, I never thought I'd ever buy. No, I never thought that'd be a thing. I walk in, I'd be like, hey, where's the eyeglass glue?
What, sir?
And then I blink my eyebrows like, so you can't see them because I don't have my eyebrows. My eyelashes. I need them desperately.
Oh, my goodness.
I've never had eyelashes. I've never been able to actually see them because of being a ginger. But so we get this, and then he gets a stuffed animal and gets home. He's like, I need some V-Bucks. And I'm like, no, bro, we already spent money on you. He's like, I didn't want that. I was like, you asked for it. Yeah, but I don't want that over V-Bucks. Well, you should have thought about that before you asked for it. You already got something today.
Yeah.
And then he got shoes. At Miramar, he gets tennis shoes. Because, by the way, not only do I have a boy, but I got a sneakerhead. And I know I got a sneakerhead because he can't stop. And he's raised by his mother, so he believes his life has to take place in retail therapy. All right?
Love it. Oh, you're
his life is retail therapy. Like he woke up one Saturday morning and was like, let's go shopping. And I mean, like that was it right there. I was like, holy shit. I was like, no.
We've got an app issue. App is not working.
Oh, well, that's on me. There we go. It's working now. Take that.
Thank you, Danielle.
All right, Dan. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, it happens from time to time. Thanks for coming and warning me.
She's trying to.
I don't remember turning it off.
Tell him.
I don't either.
My fat fingers probably touched it. It happens.
There you go.
It
See, that's
happens.
why they're all piling in here, because they're jumping off the app.
Oh, let me turn it back on.
You're right. You want to see our faces? Thank you, Tony. It's up and going.
It's working now.
Oh man, but it was a great weekend, and wait, I didn't finish the shoe story. So we buy him red and black. He had to have. Now I wanted him to get these all black Nikes.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because he needs a pair of all black shoes, and B, they're like suede, so they're gonna scuff less, and he scuffs the shit out of shoes. You can buy that kid a $100 pair of sneakers, and he'll destroy them in a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, let's get the suede ones. Sarah's like, yeah, I'm trying to talk him into it. He won't do it, so he wouldn't do it. So we get the red and black ones, and then because he's Finn, there's no waiting to put those shoes on.
No, you got to wear them out of the store.
Right, because his feet started to hurt. Because he complains. My feet hurt.
Oh, my God.
My feet are killing. Man, my feet hurt. My feet are dying. These shoes are killing my feet. I'm like, they're brand new, Finn. Like the other shoes that he had on. I'm like, they got him at Christmas, like, or for his birthday or something. I don't know. He just got these damn things. And I'm like, bro, they're brand new. And he goes, no, they're hurting my feet. I need those other ones. So, Mom, because there is no, like.
Suck it up.
There is no suck it up with Mom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we stopped and put his shoes on.
Yeah.
He puts them on. He's super fast. I'm so fast with these shoes. He wears them for like 5 minutes. He's like, these things don't fit. They hurt my feet. I want the black ones.
You're like, what?
You're like, you got to be.
I said, what did you just say to me? I said, what did you... Sarah's like, stop. I was like, no, I'm going to beat his ass right here in the mall. I'm whooping his ass right here. He deserves it. He gets it right now. And she's, I didn't really say that, but that's,
I'm cold.
It came through my mind. It came through my mind.
And he's
Right.
probably
And now
standing
you're
there,
thinking about your
and
shoes.
he's probably
I'm
standing
done.
there like this with his arms crossed,
Right.
like
these
on,
feet.
bro.
So we
Let's
switched his
go.
shoes. We put him back in his old shoes, and now his feet don't hurt anymore for the rest of the walk, which is crazy. No one pointed that out. I noticed it, but nobody else pointed it out. And then we got back, got us his new shoes, and we left them all and drove 40 minutes home.
For those shoes to sit there because he's
Right.
not going to wear them.
Right. Oh, he'll wear these black ones. He'll like them. He'll wear them because they're new.
Yeah.
Like he's his mother.
They're going to.
Yeah, they're cool when they're new, and then they grow old, and you're like,
I was playing Call of Duty on Sunday, right? Sunday after the parade, right? I woke up Sunday and I'm playing, and I got the headphones on. And for me, it's like going to a movie.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Scream for me all you want.
I really can't.
What'd you say?
honestly.
Are you talking to me? No? All right. That's me, right?
Everybody's off at the house. It doesn't matter.
So here comes Izzy and Sarah from behind me, and they're like loving on me.
You're
So
like,
I know
shit.
they need
what
something.
do you want?
They need something. So I take out the one phone. Hey, what do you need? Hey, thank you very much for doing that. I was like, doing what? Agreeing on Friday. What did I agree on Friday? Taking us shopping on Monday. I said, I never agreed to that. She goes, oh, absolutely. You said we each get a $100 budget to spend any way we want.
You're like, huh?
I was like, I did? When did I say that? Izzy's got her own money. Let her go shopping on her own money.
Right.
And Izzy's like, Dad, you already promised.
Oh,
I was like, I did? Okay, I guess I did.
You need to bring a recorder.
I didn't promise that shit.
I know.
All right.
They know that you're not going to
They immediately hustled me. I got hustled by the women in my house like it always happens.
Like,
I have no power.
We're going to go out there. And
I can't wait for Finn just to get a little bit older so that he can side up with me and understand that it's just him and me versus the world.
You're right. He's
The cats, they're all females, all of them, except for Kobe, me, and Finn.
I feel that Finn's going to go for whoever gives him the better deal.
Oh, man. Well, Daddy holds the budget, so I'm in, all right? I'll pay for that. All right, I need some leverage around here.
He ain't dumb.
Right.
He's like,
He's going to be like, Dad, we're going shopping. You already promised it Friday.
and I'm opposite of you. I have all
loyalty
boys.
gets
Right.
expensive around here.
Oh.
You know?
I'm outnumbered. So I have girl dogs because I'm outnumbered.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all boys in my house now.
Ugh.
Only girl.
Ugh. Nope.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's the way it's supposed to be.
I'm the only one, but that's all right.
I thought I had to do this. Maybe I don't.
What are we doing?
Hold on.
I'm a little nervous.
I have a 10 to go issue that I'm fixing right now.
Damn. Thank you for tuning in, Danielle. We appreciate it. She's always listening on the app.
She is. She's always at work, so she's got to. We always know she's got the app on.
Thank you.
So if there's anything wrong with the app, she's going to let us know. The first one.
That's right.
Right. Danielle checking us out on the app. I like it. There you go. I love it. I didn't have to do this. I got stuff just playing in the background. It'll throw me off. It's okay. We're almost done.
Dun, dun, dun.
We need the Jeopardy music right now.
Oh, wait, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, no, I just didn't do that.
Uh-oh.
Just kidding.
Never mind. So, did you see?
All right. Let me do this real quick. I got to do this. Hold on. I got to do this.
Broadcasting live inside the W.B. Williamson Brothers studios.
Go insane, go insane.
Your favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio.
All right. Now we're good. Now we're back. What's up?
I was just gonna kind of throw this in there, but did you guys see that Donald Trump's shoes sold out the pre-sale yesterday?
I've got shoes.
He's got shoes.
He's got sneakers.
I've got do they say 45 or 47 on them?
They are golden colored sneakers with like American flag motif on it, and they're $400 a pair.
And they sold out?
Sold out on the pre-sale.
Oh,
Yeah.
Was it on his website? Or
He was hitting different like sneaker stores and stuff like that, doing his little like debuts over there.
I mean, they're pretty gold.
And it was very
Like,
gold.
holy
and the funny,
He was doing the launch?
oh yeah, oh yeah,
and they have a T on the side of them.
no
For
joke.
Trump.
So it's funny because they were saying like, okay, well he was just
Yeah, they're
ordered
there.
to pay $355 million in one of his lawsuits, and
$450.
in one day. He sold out and made $399. So he made $399 million with the launch of those sneakers. Yeah, there they are. For real. Gold sneakers.
I like them. They're wonderful. I need a pair right now.
Right? I don't think I'd spend $400 for them, but
Oh, I would pay for them. Just to have them.
Check that out. Look at that.
Beautiful shoes. They look amazing.
pretty cool looking.
Former President Trump's high top sneakers sold out hours after their launch Saturday at the Sneaker Con in Philadelphia. The big picture. The shoes called the Never Surrender high top sneaker sells for just $3.99. The pair, along with 2 low top sneakers and a 99 bottle of Victory 47 perfume and cologne, were available for purchase on a website. I just want to tell you I've wanted to do this for a long time. A very long time. I have some incredible people that work with me on things, and they came up with this. And this is something I've been talking about for 12, maybe 13 years. And I think it's going to be a big success. We're going to launch it on Celebrity Apprentice. It's going to be amazing. I want some.
Gold sneakers. Now you know.
Here's your $364 million penalty. Okay, great. Here's my shoes. $399 million sold. I made $40 million still.
I wonder if they have like
exactly.
That's
exactly what he did.
Gold. Do they have flecks of gold?
It's gold. Gold. I love gold. I love gold.
That's what I want to know. They have flecks of gold.
By the way, just so you guys know, here on this True Crime Tuesday, that we don't have our true crime correspondent with us. You following any true crime stories?
GNN.
That's ghetto news.
So, just so you know, I am excited because just over the weekend, simultaneously, while we were at the parade, the Lee County Sheriff's Office was launching sometimes the internet in here for being able to stream a television station and a radio station. The browsers are slow as shit.
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Dylan is saying whenever he gets a fine, just do a limited run of Trump shoes. that makes sense.
I like his comment. Air Trumps.
Yeah.
Bet Nike would shut that down.
Air Trump. I tried. I couldn't get Nike on board. So I just made my own shoe. Bought it off Temu and put a T on it. Matter of fact, they're Temu shoes. I just call them that. If I want to, I will.
They're probably going to fall apart.
The latest episode of Lee County's Cold Cases is out, and I want to. It's a good one. Trenisa Roberts.
Investigating a
Trinice Roberts.
Breaking news in Lee County right now to start your Friday morning. A death investigation underway right now.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the latest episode of Seeking Closure at Lee County's Cold Cases.
Homicide cases in Lee County are still
On
unsolved.
True Crime Tuesday. Enjoy.
I'm Lee County Sheriff Carmine Marcino. The fact is, some homicide cases go unsolved or cold every single year. These victims have no justice, and their families have no closure. Here in Lee County, Florida, we use every resource available to solve these crimes, including this podcast. We will not tolerate those who committed these crimes to walk among us any longer. As sheriff, I promise to bring these criminals that committed these crimes to justice. I'll be opening these case files to you, the listener, with the hope that we will uncover a witness, fact, or evidence not previously reported. So please listen, and you just might hold a clue to help us close this case. This is Seeking Closure. Seeking Closure. Lee County's Cold Cases. On this episode of Seeking Closure, we hear of a mother, daughter, and sister that was ambushed and shot in the driveway of her Lee County home. It was December 10th of 2018 when Trinice Roberts was leaving her home on her way to the Lee County Schools bus depot and was brutally murdered by an unknown assailant. This is Lee County case number 18-573091, homicide.
One of the most important jobs inside a school system is the bus drivers. Bus drivers carry the most precious cargo, and getting this cargo, your children, from home to school can be challenging. In 2018, one of these outstanding individuals was Trinice Roberts. Trinice was a bus attendant for the Lee County Schools. The Lee County school system had close to 100,000 students at this time, and getting that many kids to school meant getting up early. On December 10th, in 2018, at around 4:30 a.m., Trinice was leaving her home on Quinton Avenue in Lehigh Acres, Florida, to drive to the bus depot. She would never make it to her car, much less the bus depot. It was at this time neighbors heard gunshots.
At what time did you hear the gunshots that you mentioned?
It had to be approximately, I want to say 4:30.
Okay.
If a little bit earlier, but it was around that time frame.
How many would you say you heard?
Between 3 and 4.
3 to 4 shots.
What this neighbor, Charlotte Peterson, heard was the shots that would leave 39-year-old Trinice Roberts dead in the driveway of her own home. Trinice Roberts was a divorced mother of 4, a sister, a daughter, and a very hard-working woman. She worked 2 jobs to raise her 2 youngest kids, and being a bus attendant at how she started and finished her weekdays. Trinice's 2 youngest, Miracle and Shania, were students at Fort Myers High School at the time of her death. When Trinice's schedule had an early start, Miracle and Shania would stay with Trinice's mother, Wilhelmine Gutton. Trinice had 2 adult children named Jaconia and Janeria, who did not live with her on the Quinton Avenue address. As detectives sat down with 22-year-old Jaconia, they were informed that she wasn't close to her mother at all.
Just growing up, me and my mom used to get into altercations. Just with her raising 4 girls by herself, it was just a lot. Living in a household, 5 girls, all these different personalities, and me and my mom would bump heads a lot. So once I moved out, we would talk occasionally, but it wasn't often with my other sisters.
Jaconia last saw her mother the Saturday before her death, when her mother was celebrating Jaconia's birthday. She spoke to her one time after that, and Trinice informed her that she was having surgery.
I know she was having she had a hernia on her stomach earlier this year. She'd been having it for a while, and they took it away, and afterwards she was having complications. And she was losing a lot of blood, I was thinking. So I'm thinking she was gonna be having surgery this week to get they were gonna burn something inside, clip something. I don't know if it's her uterus or her ovary, something like that was getting taken out because it was bleeding a lot.
Trinice was having complications with a previous surgery. Detectives wanted to know if Trinice had any love interest and asked Jaconia if she was dating anyone.
No, I'm not sure about the man that she dated. All I know it was about the one guy that my sisters told you about. That was it. But as far as I know, he was a DJ. I don't know if he was doing that or what.
Okay. Do you know his nickname by chance?
They were saying his name is DJ Black.
Okay.
But on Facebook, his name is Marvin Nelson or something.
Okay.
Detectives didn't take long to locate Marvin DJ Blacks Nelson. Within hours, detectives with the Major Crimes Unit were able to make contact, and Mr. Nelson had agreed that he would come down to headquarters of the Lee County Sheriff's Office. In 2018, Marvin DJ Blacks Nelson was 44 and worked during the day as a cake decorator at a major grocery store chain, and at night, he would DJ at clubs and parties in the area. One of the spots Marvin Nelson would become DJ Blacks was Celsius Nightclub in the River District of downtown Fort Myers. Celsius Nightclub, according to Google, is an energetic, bi-level nightclub offering cocktails plus rotating DJs and a neon-hued dance floor. If you live in Southwest Florida, then you know that this club is known for playing hip-hop, R&B, and dance music. It was the perfect environment for a single woman like Trinice to meet someone. And oh boy, did she meet someone. Marvin Nelson arrived to the Lee County Sheriff's Office and was escorted into the interview room. Within the first minute of the interview, Melvin told detectives about his last communication with Trinice.
Because I texted her when I was leaving the club. I texted her. I texted her because I don't keep a text by phone because I live with my wife. So, so I texted her. I said, "Oh, I thought it was coming out." And she always telling me that I have a lot of girls because I'm a DJ. So she always trip about that. So,
well, how do you know her?
Well, I met her at the club.
Which one?
At Celsius downtown.
Okay, and you work there? Or?
I DJ there sometime.
Their relationship was anything but normal. They would meet for lunches and dinners, plus the occasional random hookup. After a few months, Trinice would get tired of being the other woman. You see, even though Marvin was married, he believed Trinice was a player as well. He recalled a conversation where she told him something he couldn't believe.
She I don't know. She looked like she's a player too, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, because she's trying to play me sometime, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
what makes you say that? What'd she do?
I don't know, because one time we're messing around and she's telling me that she was pregnant, which I don't believe her, because I don't know, I didn't really do like that, you know what I'm saying? But she's saying that, which what came to my mind is she's trying to get money from me. That's what came to my mind first. I said, why? It's just like 5 days since we did it, and you're saying, you know what I'm saying? 5 days and you say you're pregnant. I don't really say it like that. But.
Just for the record, Trinice was not pregnant at the time of her death. She was having medical issues and did require surgery. He recalled a time Trinice called him and told him she needed something.
The other day she said she wanted $20 for gas. I said, I have $40 in my name. So I said, if you want, you can take the whole $40. Because, you know, when she started chipping, I said, I can't take the argument. I don't like it. I'm not that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that thing. So I said, okay, I only have $40. If you want the $40, you can take the whole $40. And she said, no, she take $20 for gas. So I said, okay, come get it. So she came up my store and I gave it to her.
Detectives wanted to know where Mr. Nelson was on the night of Trinice's murder.
So the gig at Celsius last night, that wasn't like scheduled. You were just going
no. I'm gonna go there every Sunday though.
So that's just you like being up there.
Yeah, I just go there every Sunday. I wasn't like
I got you.
To play there.
And you just happened to jump up on.
Yeah, I just
yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
You closed it down. You closed Celsius down.
When I say close it down, if I was there till it closed.
Yeah. So that was like what, 2?
2. It closed at 2, but we're not gonna hang out in the parking lot till like 2:30.
2:30.
Yeah.
Do you remember if you saw
the one that died?
Yeah.
No, I didn't saw.
Do you usually see her on Sunday?
Yeah, sometimes she come up, but I haven't been there on a couple of Sundays.
What do you know her as? Do you know her name?
Tarinda, I don't know, but I on my phone,
something like
that's what I'm saying. It wasn't that, I wasn't interested like that,
right?
All of that stuff. So I just keep her on my phone, and on my phone as TER. That's what I keep her on.
All right, so that's what contact in your phone is TER. Right, I got you. You didn't see her last night though.
No.
Did you call her last night?
No, I texted her.
You texted her?
Yeah.
What was the gist of the conversation? Like,
that's what I'm saying. I know I texted her. I said I thought I texted her, why didn't you came out? Why didn't you came out? Or I thought you were coming out, something like that. And then she started texting me something about girl, I think, because I can't remember, because I delete the text, because normally when I'm going home, and I'm going to delete, if I'm talking to another girl, and I'm going to delete the text, so I don't know if my wife is coming home, saying something.
Right.
Yeah, so I know I text her.
Did you tell your wife you was coming down here?
No, I don't tell her. That's not, I don't.
She gets you all worried.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. And I'm trouble with high blood pressure, so
yeah.
When I'm worried, I don't like me. I don't like trouble because I'm real nervous, and I'm saying my pressure goes up, I passed out. Yeah. So I stay far away from trouble. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah. I've never been in trouble before, because I stay with
I got you. So you do remember texting her last night?
Yeah.
But it wasn't. Do you remember ever going to her house last night?
No.
Do you remember what you did after the club?
I came home. I drive down 41. I was stopped by the gas station. There was a lady there walking around and saying something to her, and I think she was I don't know if she was a prostitute, but she was walking.
Yeah, so 3 o'clock in the morning, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
They're talking for her.
You're all sorts of ladies.
Detectives were able to determine that Marvin DJ Blacks Nelson was telling the truth. Through the use of surveillance cameras and cell phone records, detectives were able to corroborate Mr. Nelson's story. He was nowhere near Lehigh at the time of the murder. Trinice was very private with her life, not sharing who she dates or what she does with anyone, not even her sister or mother. Trinice wouldn't even put much of her life up on her Facebook account. Her Facebook account was her only social media, and her last post was changing her profile picture just 1 week before her death. Even though Trinice was a private person, they hoped to find out more about her from her sister. Within hours of Trinice Roberts' death, detectives were able to talk to her sister, Shalonda Wilson. Shalonda said that her and her sister have had their ups and downs, but were rebuilding their relationship. She said Trinice went to Miami with a guy.
She sent me a picture that she went to Miami not so long ago, and I complimented. I told her it was cute with a guy, but she never did give me his name.
Shalonda was able to recall the last time she saw her sister was the Friday before her death.
Because she just came to my job on Thursday. She borrowed $20 from me and said she had to get gas and something to eat. Thursday, and she brought it back to me Friday. And that was the last time I saw her, and I used to see her.
Recalling memories of a loved one after they've died is always a time that causes anxiety and stress. Shalonda did, however, have one memory that struck a nerve. The night before her death, Trinice called her mother, Wilhelmine Gutton.
She called my mom last night, but around 7 or 8, and said she got to talk to her about something. Mom said, talk to me now. She didn't know I'd talk to you about it tomorrow.
Even though Shalonda wished she would have known the secret her sister was keeping earlier, she had to hope detectives could get the answer they were looking for. Detectives would sit down with Trinice's mother, Wilhelmine Gutton, and wanted to find out more about this secret her daughter was keeping. Wilhelmine wasn't aware of any relationships Trinice was having, and also told detectives how her daughter kept her life very private.
In past years, months?
You know, I'm telling you, she was the type with the private, like, she didn't tell me none of her business. She always talked to her sister right there, but she never tell me.
Then Wilhelmine told detectives about the secret Trinice was keeping and her thoughts on the call.
Yesterday, when she called me, I was the last one to talk to her.
What time was that?
Had to be 8 o'clock, around 8. Had to be 8 o'clock, because the Atlanta Hospital was on. Yeah, it was at night. It got dark and everything. And she called, she said, Mom, she said, I'm going to talk to you about something. I said, what it is, Trinice? Tell me now. She said, no, Mom, I'll wait till tomorrow and tell you. And I said, I thought about that, I was dawned on me, I kept thinking about that. I said, I hope nothing ain't going to happen, you know, because when she talked to me, like, something was bothering her. And then I get the call from my granddaughter, said, y'all found her dead, oh my God.
But Wilhelmine did have an idea who might know more.
Know what? Her 2 young daughters lived with her. Maybe they know something.
Where were they last night?
Okay, the Miracle, she stayed with her daddy last night, and the baby girl stayed with me.
Okay.
Detectives learned during questioning of some minor information on the fathers of the 2 young children.
Okay, but Miracle, what's her dad's name?
Lord, that man's name. Oh, I can't think. They can tell. James, yeah.
James. And Justin is the other one?
That's her second oldest daughter, daddy.
Okay. But they're both Johnsons.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what about those guys? Anything unusual with them?
She been separated for them. They been broke up. He go with somebody else, and Jed go with somebody else. He stayed with another woman.
During the course of the interview with Wilhelmine, detectives learned a couple of friends that Trinice had. They hoped that these friends would be the ones who might be able to shine more light on Trinice's background.
I mean, is there anyone that went on to hurt her?
No, if it is, I'm telling you something, you need to talk to her friends. One of them name is Doris, Peaches. Doris and Peaches, the main 2 friends of hers. The one you really need to talk to, and they can tell you more about her relationship.
While detectives attempted to find out who Peaches was, they were quick to locate Doris Fletcher. Doris sat down with detectives and told them that she knew about Trinice's relationship with Marvin Nelson. Then they asked Doris if she knew of any other relationships that Trinice had.
Trinice was really going through some hard times, and I just know she didn't have a steady boyfriend. She did talk to, a few people. It was nothing serious. It was more, stuff on the phone.
Do you know who they were by chance?
I know she talked to Emmett Green. They were friends for a little while. And this other guy I never met, but he was from Miami. The kids have met him, but she used to tell me, about him or whatever, but I've never physically met him.
Who was Emmett Green? This was the first time detectives heard his name, and we still don't know who the identity of the man in Miami is. Detectives were eager to locate those 2 men, but continued their conversation with Doris Fletcher. This is when Doris told a story of her friend Trinice on hard times.
Trinice, what a lot of people didn't know, I didn't know until I walked outside one day, and early one morning, and she was sleeping in my driveway in her car. And so I talked to her about that, and she said, she got sleepy because she worked at home health care, and the lady lived around the corner or whatever, so she came to my house. She didn't want to knock on the door, and she just slept it off, because she was tired. But I talked to her, and I told her if she needed somewhere to, to sleep, to take a bath, somewhere to eat, if, she had the kids and they wanted to come and stay at my house, they were more than welcome to. And that's when Trinice started. Her and the kids were 2 younger girls were staying at my house a lot more, and she would come and take a bath, and they would eat and have home cooked food and stuff.
When was this?
This was I moved out of my house when I lived in Cape Coral in May. I moved in here in June, so this went on for about 8 months prior to that.
Okay.
As the interview continued with Doris Fletcher, detectives wanted to know more about Jed Johnson.
Is Jed the one that lives in Naples?
No, Jed is the one. His mother, his dad, I think his mother's house is off of Thomas Street over there in the area.
Okay. Do you know his actual name by chance? Is it Jed?
Is it short for abbreviation for something? Short for something?
It is, but I can't think of his real name. I can't think of his real name right now.
Okay.
But
Well, is this something you could get and get to me later?
Yeah, it's Neri, her second daughter. That's her father.
Right.
I don't know yet. I'm sitting up here trying to think of his brother's name. So to kind of think of his last name, I can't think of it right now.
Is Jed a light-skinned black male by chance?
Yeah.
He is very light-skinned.
Not very light skinned. Let me see if I can find a picture of him through Facebook.
Is his brother darker?
Yes, his brother's dark. His brother's Dwayne Johnson. His last name is Johnson. Jed's last name is Johnson. His nickname is Frog. I'm quite sure. I don't know if you know Frog.
The brother's nickname is Frog?
Mm-hmm. And his brother's name is Dwayne Johnson. Frog is very dark skinned with dreads.
Oh, wow. Like longer dreads, short dreads?
Longer dreads.
Longer dreads. Does he do music stuff too?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Did you ever know Trinista have any issues with his brother or Jed's family or anything like that?
I don't think they really cared for each other. They didn't care for each other. This is Jed's brother.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find a picture of Jed.
How did you get that? Is that Facebook or is that just?
That's Facebook.
Dwayne Frog Johnson. Okay.
They didn't really care for each other.
Why is that? Was there a reason for it?
They said Trinise talked too much. He didn't like her because they didn't care for her because the daughter was being over there all the time. That really wasn't the type of environment that they created once their mother passed away in the house, how they was having the house over there. Actually, Dwayne's son got killed over there like a couple years ago. So they didn't really like that a female like Neri had to stay there.
Right.
But they used to say stuff to Trinise and stuff all the time, but that's why they really didn't care for her.
Detectives were learning more about the people Trinise hung out with, but why were detectives asking about Jed again? We'll get to this in a moment. As the interview continued, Doris told detectives who Trinise would socialize with.
Who was the main people she would hang out with? Like, did she ever hang out with people from work or outside of work? Or?
She never really. No. If it was somebody new, they had to be like really new within the last week. But she never hung out. Well, she hung out with me and my sisters. Anybody else she would more or less meet at a club. Like she would go out by herself, and it would be people that she know that would be at the club through Facebook or whatever.
She drive by herself, or she
would drive. She always drove by herself.
Okay.
Either the only people that would really ride with her out would be probably me and my sister and this other girl named Tina. But Tina did work at the school board, but her and Tina were hanging out way before Trinity started working at the school board. They lived in the old projects together, so it was like a long time that she knew Tina.
Although Trinise enjoyed her nightlife, she told Doris the night before her death that she was tired and had to work both of her jobs the next day. So why did she leave her house and go out?
Was she known to would she go out and go out to clubs and that typically before she would have to go to work the next day, or did she veer away from that, or just kind of whatever, depending what was going on at that?
She would more or less veer away from that. That's why when I talked to her, she said she was tired and she was laying down.
Did she, if she had work the next day or supposed to go to work the next day?
Yes, she told me she had to work both jobs.
Okay. She knew she was going to be going to work.
Yeah, she knew she was going to
Did she say where she might have been trying to go to or was thinking of going to?
She never, because she said she didn't have her hair done, so she told me she wasn't going in. But she did say, sometimes when she didn't have her hair done, she had a wig. So she would throw on this wig or whatever. So I don't know what motivated her or who motivated her to get up, to get dressed to go out, because that's something she normally never does. When she has to work, she hardly ever does that.
Where did Trinise go out the night before her death? Was Peach's real name Tina? Questions that still remained unanswered at this time. As we listened to Doris's statement, we heard detectives ask about what Jed and his brother looked like. The reason they were asking is just moments before the interview with Doris, detectives had someone come forward to give a tip. We have changed the voice of this tipster to protect their identity.
I understand you contacted us and gave some information about you were at a birthday party on Sunday night, correct? Can you tell me what information you wanted to give me about that incident?
Okay, when I showed up a little bit around 11:45, close to midnight. The party lasted up until like 2:40. When I arrived there, the victim in the case, she came in a little bit later with a said gentleman, a little bit lighter in tone, about 6'1", proceeding about like 10-15 minutes after she showed up. Another gentleman came in. He was a little bit darker, about 6 foot, darker in tone. They stayed a little bit past 3. They were very argumentative in tension, and then they left together.
Who were these two men, and where was this party the tipster was telling us about? The tipster said it seemed they were arguing about money, and they learned it wasn't the first time she had seen them before. She gave the detectives a couple of names to look into. What she says about one of them was revealing, to say the least.
We don't like all completely hang out, but I did know the host, and he did show up to the house a few times in different types of dealings.
So it wouldn't be the first time you've seen either of them? Okay. How did you get their names? Was it through the host? Like, their names were mentioned throughout that they were coming and stuff like that. And like I said, she showed up with one. But the other gentleman, the darker one, I've seen him throughout Fort Myers. Like, he's just like well known. Like one of those people. Like a bad guy, well known?
Like a bad guy, well known. Yeah.
Then the tipster said the two guys continued to argue, and that she believed this was the cause of Trinice's death.
But I did know the two guys were arguing first, and then her name was thrown in it, like probably trying to set her up already.
The guys were arguing with each other?
Yeah, first, mentioning her name, and like I said, I guess it was just a dangerous situation that she was thrown in the middle of.
Did you hear what the guys were arguing about?
No, but from what I can tell, there was something about an inmate in another prison outside of Florida. Like I said, I think it was about like money and some things that were said, and she was supposed to be involved in it, and some things didn't fall through, and her life was taken in the end.
But what type of party was it? Detectives wrapped up with the answer to that question.
It was a private party, like a birthday bash. Only friends get together to throw a party that small. There was about like 50 people there.
50?
Yeah.
It seemed as if detectives now had a strong tip and were ready to work off of it. The next thing they were eager to do is interview Justin Jed Johnson. When detectives looked into Jed Johnson, they found out he's no stranger to law enforcement. In 2000, Justin Jed Johnson was convicted of robbery with a firearm, possession of cocaine, and did 11 years in prison. As soon as he was released, he was charged with resisting arrest in 2010, and then served time for possession of marijuana with the intent to distribute in 2012. So on December 14, detectives made contact with Justin Jed Johnson off of Thomas Street in Fort Myers. They swore him in and began the questioning. Detectives wanted to know when was the last time he saw Trinice Roberts.
I spoke to her this past Saturday. We had spoke at a funeral. She just was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And "Oh, you see me?" And "You act like you don't see me." And it's more like that. Letting me know that she's being recognized at the time, and that I recognize her, and just let me know, just a friendly hi and a bye. And after that, mostly I didn't talk to her or hear from her.
The detectives began to dig deeper into Jed and Trinice's relationship. The question they wanted answered, how long were they dating?
How long have you known her for? Because you guys have a child in common, right? How long have you known her?
I've known her since probably 95 to, now.
How often would you say that you communicated with her?
I communicated with her a lot. Then I got incarcerated, and she kept in communication for my daughter's sake. So I communicated with her all through my incarceration. Got out, we started kicking it on and off with relationship-wise, and I stopped, and she stopped, we on and off, and we was kicking it probably for the last, almost up to the last, last year.
They've been seeing each other off and on since December, a year prior to Trinice's death. Detectives had to ask where Justin Jed Johnson was on the early morning of December 10th.
You didn't see her at all Sunday, did you?
No, I ain't see her Sunday.
Do you recall what you did on Sunday?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I went to church on Sunday. Went and played dominoes. Played dominoes for mostly all Sunday. Sunday night, I was drunk as I was watching the Cowboys game, got drunk. And
did they win? I've been too busy to see.
I don't even know how drunk I was. And freaking, I stayed over my boy house. That's how drunk I was. I couldn't go home.
Where was that at?
In Gardenia, Brook Hill.
Okay.
Okay, I stayed over there. And I woke up, then we brushed my teeth and went to work. A co-worker said, man, you smell like you got alcohol, you been drinking? I said, yeah, last night. So another guy from the job named Tim, he said, man, listen, if I blow you, you fail, you fired. He said, you can go home and sleep it off and come back tomorrow.
Right.
I went home, I said, I'll go home. Because I was drunk as fuck, man. I know, and I ain't even brushed my teeth, so I just went home, came home, slept in. Around about 10 or 11, my daughter called me screaming. And that was,
that's how you found out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Detectives wanted to know when was the last time he had contact with Trinice.
Okay.
When you ran into her at the funeral, was she talking about going anywhere after that or going with anyone after that? Did they say they were going anywhere?
No.
The weekend?
No, I ain't hear nothing else. I just spoke to her, and that's when, I don't know if that night or the next day, she sent me that "I hate you" text. Mm-hmm. And that was it. And then the next thing you know, she did it.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah. With, did she didn't say anything about going out with anyone or going to a party or going to after party? Was she known to do that stuff?
Yeah, she go to parties. She go out, hang out. Me, I was already toasted. So I was toasted. I played dominoes a little bit. Came over there, watched the game with my homie. I was drunk and fell asleep. And I woke up, went to work, and I came back and went to sleep again.
Did you see her? Did you run into her anywhere out and about? You
No.
didn't go out and about? You just at your friend's house?
Yeah.
Before the interview was over, Jed pointed out that he had heard a rumor on the street.
So what did you hear?
Some of her ex-boyfriend, one of them got in a fight in the confrontation, and people just assuming that he probably doubled back and shot her.
Do you know who that is? Who her ex-boyfriend is?
No, they say we're on the street, some black guy, DJ Black or some other shit.
Do you
I don't
personally know that guy?
I don't even know who the hell it is. I never heard of him.
It's not someone you knew from a
No,
past,
I
right?
don't know.
Word on the street is that Marvin Nelson was the killer, but detectives believe they had ruled him out due to cell phone records. Detectives would go back through their notes and interview with DJ Black's Nelson, and then determine whether or not a follow-up interview was needed. As detectives wrapped up with Jed, they know they needed more about the story and alibi, so they requested his cell phone records. Now, according to Jed, he was at a buddy's house and passed out there until he went to work the next morning. His cell phone was off between the early morning hours of December 10th.
Justin Jed Johnson turns his phone back on just before 5 a.m., and he is near his residence. Then, from 5:09 to 5:27, Justin Jed Johnson's phone would ping off the tower right next to Trinice Roberts' address. These times don't match up with his story, so detectives began to look harder into Justin Jed Johnson. As detectives get more information on Mr. Johnson, they were ready to find out who Peaches is and who the two men were at the birthday party. Was DJ Blacks more involved than they suspected? These questions were hopefully on the way to being answered. Some things detectives were able to determine. Miracle's dad is named James Johnson, and he was with his daughter on December 10th and is not considered a person of interest. And Shania's dad is named Stephen Mitchell and is also not considered a person of interest. Jaconia's father is named Jimmy Miller, and detectives were still looking into his whereabouts at the time of Trinice's murder. There are still so many unanswered questions in the homicide of Trinice Roberts. Who were the two men she was with at the birthday party the night before her death? Who is Emmett Green? Also, investigators learned the man from Miami was named DJ Mechanic, and they are currently trying to locate him. Detectives are also attempting to locate a few other people, like Latasha Spears and Peaches, and if they could be the same person. This investigation is ongoing, and they are hoping to get the answers to these questions. The murder of Trinice Roberts in 2018 remains unsolved and open with the Lee County Sheriff's Office. We hope that something you heard during this podcast might strike a memory or a thought that may give detectives another lead in this case. You might just know the fact that could get justice for Trinice and closure for her family. If you have any information regarding the murder of Trinice Roberts, please call the Lee County Sheriff's Office at 239-477-1000 or report it anonymously with Crime Stoppers at 1-800-780-TIPS. All callers to Crime Stoppers will remain anonymous and will be eligible for a cash reward. Tips may also be made online at southwestfloridacrimestoppers.com or by submitting a tip on the P3 Tips mobile app. Additionally, you can download the Lee County Sheriff's Office app and report directly to Crime Stoppers. This has been the homicide case of Trinice Roberts. Please subscribe to the Seeking Closure podcast and listen to other episodes available. You may just know something or someone who knows something about the murder of Trinice Roberts. I am your host, Jason Jones. Thank you for listening. You stay safe, Lee County.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The newest episode of Seeking Closures, Lee County Cold Cases, produced by yours truly. Actually, written, produced, and voiced by me.
So good.
Wonderful. Everything about it was good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot.
This one came very smoothly for me to produce. I was able to sit back and really grasp the story and understand where it was going. And there's a lot of loose ends on this one that need to be tied up, and I think that was the reason for this podcast. And I actually watched the NBC2 story on this case that they just released as well, because she's coming up on her birthday. And I want to say that what her sister says in this interview is very true. Somebody in Lee County killed this woman.
For sure.
Yes.
Somebody knows in Lee County who killed this woman.
Yes.
This woman, this mother, this daughter, this sister, who has relatives that so want to get closure and get justice for Trinice. I think it's very important for everyone to listen to this. Share this one because it's inside our shows. So you can share this or share the link. Let friends know that this is a case that everyone needs to hear. And this is the 11th episode that I've done. And I will say that it's important that everyone and go and listen to all of these, because there are 11 cases, all in Southwest Florida, all unsolved, that we can solve. Some of them are missing persons. Some of them are homicides. And I want to say that I personally hope that they find Trinice's killer.
It's so eerie that we could be so close and intertwined with this story, because she was a bus driver for Lee County schools. So,
right.
I mean,
Could have driven your kids.
She could have literally have been driven your kids. Exactly. I mean, this is incredible. Somebody has to know something.
So hopefully this goes viral and everyone starts listening to it, and we can do what we can do to solve this crime. But that's what True Crime Tuesday is all about, ladies and gentlemen. And every time I release a new Seeking Closure, I will release it right here on the show so you can listen to it in entirety.
I like it. I definitely went and found so it's on Spotify. I went and
Right,
followed
it's everywhere. So you can subscribe to Seeking Closure, Lee County's Cold Cases, on every podcast platform in the world. All right, there's none that we're not on. You Google Play, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you listen to podcasts, you'll get it there.
I'm
all
gonna
right?
go binge now.
Right.
Like I am.
For real.
You will too, and I have to say, if you go all the way back to even the first episode that we did, and there's many here, but the first episode that we did inside this was David Caporetto, a gentleman that was burned alive in the trunk of his own car after leaving a strip club right here in Lee County. We have that whole story there. Also, Sheila Foe. Sheila Foe got killed as well. Kyle Burness got killed as well. Donna Chatterton came up missing right after her trailer burnt to the ground. All of these, Jameen Robinson, he was gunned down inside his house, like a surprise attack. And then the York Island, before this one, then there's a lot more in between here, but the York Island Jane Doe is also a good story because it's about a body that has so many distinguishing markings that was found in the waters of Southwest Florida that they've never identified.
Really?
Yeah.
And so many distinguishable, like she had pins in her legs and a plate on her skull, and like so many things that people that would be related to this person would know about this. So and for us not to know who it is very crazy. So I encourage everybody to watch these cases, listen to these cases. I spend a great deal of effort producing these and undivided attention making them happen. Getting ready to start number 12 this week. So we try to pump out one a month, sometimes quicker if we can. But it's a very intense process. I become invested.
I'm sure for you it's crazy. Like
I become invested,
listen, right? You
to
listen to all
every
these-
statement of every witness that we have a statement on, and sometimes I'll even go out and get my own. Like if I know you're here and I don't have a clip that I can use, I'll get you to come in and sit down with me and interview with me. And the case I had before this case, I did 2 interviews and immediately turned it back over because I believe that it needed to be. I feel like my interviews were something that they needed to listen to. So I was like, I give you a different case. And this case was very important because, look, Carmine was the sheriff when this cold case. The other ones that I released, he wasn't the sheriff yet.
So this one's probably close to him, too.
Right. And then he met the parents of David Caporetto, the first case. So that case is super personal to him.
Right.
And he is all on board. And this is, I love, when I started, I love to tell this story. 3 years ago when I started this, or 2 years ago, I don't know how long it's been now. When we started this process, it was a growing experience. Like we were learning how to do it and doing it together, and what I could do, what I couldn't have access to, what I could say, what I couldn't say, and now it's become full-fledged. Like they had one detective that dealt with cold cases. Now there's a cold case division. There's like people that are just working cold cases, and their job is to close these things, and it means a lot to Carmine Marcino. So our sheriff is great, and I love the fact that he cares about the cold cases, and they just don't slide off into the distance, man. So I think that we'll find the solution or the killer to Trinice Roberts. I think that's going to happen. Somebody knows that. And when you mention people's names in these podcasts, and let me just say real quick, I don't like mentioning names, like
right, because they're here, they're
right,
local.
they're local. Like I don't want to mention names, but I think it's important that if your name is mentioned, that you go out there and say, hey, this is what let me help you find that killer, so that my name is, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like everyone that was mentioned in that podcast should have the same invested interest that I have.
Well, and especially if those were her friends. Like
Right.
you would think, like if something, God forbid, happened to me tomorrow, my friends are going to be, my friends are going to be like, I'm going to give you everything I know about her, good, bad, ugly, sorry, but I want to make sure that her killer is found.
Right.
Right. And anything that pops up, they're going to be aware of that too. Like that just needs to happen, especially she has children. She's a mother. She's got her mother still here. You know what I'm saying? Like
she has family in this area.
And she was a bus driver, which, by the way, is hard to find as it was.
Yeah.
Like we all know how hard it is to find Lee County bus drivers. And so And the reason being is it's a thankless job. It truly is a thankless job. No kid gets on the bus and goes, "Thanks for picking me up."
Nope.
Thanks for dropping me off.
Yep.
Right? They never say that.
No.
Like they never do. They're talking to their friends or on their phone, and they just think it's a provided transportation, and they don't owe gratitude to anyone.
And a lot of them act up on the bus because they feel it's the time to act
so
up.
for her to dedicate her life and driving a bus, man, we got to help this woman's family, and I just hope that we do. I'm glad I got a chance to play that. I was up in the air. Sometimes I play them.
I think it should be a regular Tuesday thing.
I think we get into a. It's hard for me because, like, you guys went back and watched the parade.
Mhm.
That's hard for me to do.
Well, because you're listening to yourself.
Right, I heard the
It
edit.
is.
There was an edit I need to make.
Yeah.
Like, I totally want to go make the edit and re-upload it, but I can't now. So
You're a perfectionist.
Right. I was like, oh, God.
But other than that, it doesn't matter because, you hear
It's
it.
a good
And we
thing.
might, I wouldn't even honestly probably really noticed it because I was so,
Right,
into
into
it.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice it because you're listening for that stuff. But I feel like it's good because this is local stuff. And though we're not just like a local radio station, we still have our hometown roots.
Well, I got I've got cases that have people that have left town.
Yeah.
And, like, there's a lot of people in the Copperetto case that have scattered.
Mm.
And so you have to find those. And, like, we did the other case. What was the other case? Hold on. Let me remember this guy's name.
How long does it take you to do one of these stories? Like when you have to dig through all these.
Well, first and
audio
foremost, I
and
spent
stuff.
about 25 hours listening to all the audio because I have to listen to the audio and make sure that it's quality. And then I have to go and clip it all out. Like, I go and find the clips. And then I may or may not use those clips. So I'll log those clips. Now, I'd learned something new on this one, so I'll tell you the process now. The new process is now while I listen to the clips in the order they were recorded. So I'm following the investigation. Okay, so as they went and interviewed people, I follow that investigation.
Yeah.
So now I write it as I listen to it. And then I get the clips, so I'm not getting unnecessary clips, you know what I'm saying? Because the first time I did this, I listened to everything and didn't clip anything.
And you're like, oh, shit.
I just listened to 30 hours and did not clip one clip. So I didn't make any notes. I was just like, I'm just going to get a vibe for the case. And I did that. There's your food.
My coffee.
And, well, let's do this. Got to take a break. So I bet you I spend 25 hours getting the audio, another 20 hours writing it probably, and then another 20 hours producing it. And sometimes they're in a row and sometimes they're not. Like, sometimes I'll break it down into, like 3-4 hours a day, and then I'll stop, or some days I'll work 10 hours and won't work the next. So it just depends on how many hours I got to put in this thing. And then sometimes it'll be 40 hours. Like, sometimes I have one on here that's an hour long. The hour-long one took me 45 days to just produce, like, to get it going. Like, and when we first started these, I was like, yeah, I can crack them out every 2-3 weeks.
Right.
That's impossible.
No.
Like, it's just impossible.
It's like you're researching
Like, if I didn't have this or anything else to do in my entire life, then I could go sit down and work 40 hours a week on it. Yeah, absolutely. So,
Thank you for doing that because a lot of people need to hear this, and they would never ever have the opportunity to put this together this way. And
So thank you to the sheriff who gives a damn, and that's the best thing about it. And there's cold cases that go all the way back to the 40s in Lee County.
Wow, that's crazy.
And if you go back to the 40s, they're like handwritten notes.
Yeah.
And there's no audio clips, and they're just like, and let's be honest, if somebody was murdered in 1940, the murderer is no longer alive.
Right.
Like, that case is not getting closed. It's impossible. So the older the case is, the harder it is to solve because the people that are involved in them are dead.
Yep.
So the fact that and we've done a couple where, like, people are dead in the case. Like we had a great witness in one of the cases. Like, we really thought this guy had a lot of great stature to it. He's dead. Like there's no getting that statement now because he's dead. You can use what he has, but you can't corroborate his statements because he's dead. And so it's like you want to definitely get on these. And I think jumping into this one, this is the newest one I've done. All of them have been like 90s and early, some early 2000s. But this 2018 case, I lived here then. I was on the radio then. I remember the case, so it was something that it was easy for me to refresh. If you're a longtime person, you lived here like in the 90s, everyone will remember the David Copperetto case. Like, if you were here in the 90s, and that case takes you down memory lane. Like, there used to be way more strip clubs here than there is now, and it's just crazy to listen to that story. So please take a listen, follow, subscribe, be a part of it. I got to take a break. More Big Mama Radio coming up next. Don't move. We're doing it on True Crime Tuesday. We got a guest next hour, too. Hold on.
Ooh.
This is what you've missed on the Rise and Grind Morning Show.
They wake me up.
Well, Android is nothing more than the Primeco upgrades from 1998. So,
why is Android better than iPhone?
Oh, he had to go Google.
Here we go.
Google it?
According to Forbes.
According to Forbes. Okay.
If you are someone who wants flexibility and a wide variety of phones to choose from, Android is the way to go. And that's because Android, developed by Google, is an open source operating system for mobile devices. That means it is open to developers, designers, and device makers. Is Apple open like that? No? Okay. As a result, you can get Android devices from phone manufacturers apart from Google. Samsung, OnePlus, and Motorola all use Android to develop their operating systems.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
That was written by AI on an iPhone. I'm obsessed with them. They're just so funny, and it sets the best vibe for my mornings.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show, weekdays at 7 on Big Mama Radio.
Island Tech. Are you looking for premium firearms in Southwest Florida? Look no farther than Island Tactical LLC. We're proud to be veteran-owned and operated, bringing you the best in quality, safety, and precision. Island Tactical. At Island Tactical, we specialize in the high-end and rare firearms for collectors and enthusiasts. And if personal protection is your priority, we are your concealed carry experts. Island Tactical. We're driven by our passion for firearms, offering expert advice and a personalized shopping experience. Island Tactical. Our commitment to exceptional quality means that every firearm meets the highest standards. Island Tech. We're not just a store, we're a part of the community, promoting responsibility gun ownership and safety education. Plus, we offer customizing options to create your perfect firearm setup. Island Tactical LLC, where quality meets passion. Your one-stop shop for premium firearms. Island Tactical. Go to our website for more info, islandtacticalllc.com, or stop by our store in St. James City. Island Tactical LLC, your firearm destination.
Are you tired of endless waits at the auto shop? Frustrated with vague diagnosis and lengthy repair times? Look no further than Leading Edge Auto Care. At Leading Edge Auto Care, we're not just another repair shop. We're a family-owned and operated business, serving Cape Coral since 2009 with trust, expertise, and commitment to getting you back on the road faster. With our 9,000 square foot facility equipped with 7 lifts and cutting-edge diagnostic equipment, we're ready to handle any issue. Minor tune-up, major overhaul, we've got you covered. Our ASE certified technicians use the latest technology to quickly pinpoint solutions, saving you valuable time and money. We only use top quality replacement parts, ensuring your manufacturer's warranty remains intact. Leading Edge Auto Care, where cutting edge technology meets real world experience. Call us today at 239-242-2277. That's 239-242-CARS. Let us get you back on the road faster than ever. Check them out at leadingedgeautocare.com. Leading Edge Auto Care. Trust, experience, and efficiency.
Need a dock or a seawall? Call 844-WB-BUILT or online at WBDocks.com. I'm Jimmy Williamson with WB Williamson Brothers. WB represents the fourth generation of a tradition that began with our grandfather in 1967. It's a tradition of building the strongest seawalls and docks in the industry. So strong that our seawalls come with a lifetime warranty. A lifetime warranty. For the strongest seawalls and docks money can buy, call WB Williamson Brothers at 844-WB-BUILT or online at WBDocks.com.
Broadcasting live inside the WB Williamson Brothers studios.
Go insane, go insane.
Your favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio. Rise and Grind Morning Show.
Turn it up.
Heard on Big Hits, Big Baba Radio.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are back on the air right now, and I want to say that the podcast was great.
It is.
Sharon, that was fun. This is we'll take you through some fun stories today. We'll freestyle it on the way out, and then tomorrow we'll get more organized. I woke up late as hell today. My body did. It was like I drank Saturday, like heavy, because Sunday I woke up like I
think
couldn't
it was
walk.
the weather though too.
It was.
I was like,
a combination of everything.
How about the rain? The rain holding out.
I was so like.
My greatest moment was running up to Dave Elias at NBC2 and going, "Hey, how come all you guys got umbrellas? How come it didn't rain?"
I really wanted to hop up on the Wink because the Wink one had all their weathercasters, meteorologists. I wanted to hop up there and be like, "Oh, y'all said it was going to rain all day today. What happened? We didn't have a drop of rain all day."
I literally started laughing as I was riding over the bridge and the rain starts coming down. I'm like, oh my God. Like literally we picked up everything. We had the whole day. And as we left the parade that evening, that's when it came down. I'm like, I couldn't have.
I was at the pawn shop on Pondella, right across the street from the sheriff's office, when it started pouring down rain, and I immediately go, "What's in the back of my truck?"
Oh yeah.
Both tents are in the back of my truck. Well, they get wet. Who cares, right? Let them get wet. Damn, my stanchions were in there with the velvet ropes.
Yeah, you can't have those.
So I was like, I got to get those. Then I get out, and the photo booth bucket was in there, and I know that some of the electronics are in that. And it's in a bucket. It's in a box, so it's good.
Yeah.
But I don't want to I don't want to take that risk. So I jump out, and it's like a monsoon.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not just raining, it's raining.
I was driving in the truck, and all of a sudden, like I said, like it usually like when
giant
it
water.
Sprinkle, it was like whoosh. I was like.
So I get out, grab the thing, and then I go, well, those stanchions are useless. I'll buy new ones. Because there's only so much. And then Sunday, I got to get up and go get the golf cart because I parked it down there because I only had one trailer, and I didn't feel like going and dropping that trailer off, going all the way back in it, going all the way back again. I was like, I'll just do a Sunday. It's locked up. It's safe. It's good to go, right?
It's at the sheriff's department. I think
Right, it's at the sheriff's department. It's very safe there.
Security.
Right. If there's some place you can save that, that's where it is. Although the last time they had an incident there, someone broke in there and stole a golf cart.
Nice.
But now the gate's always locked, so that doesn't happen anymore. So I go and get it Sunday, and I'm like waiting. Like, give me a break in the rain. I go, Sarah, is there a break in the rain? She's like, yeah. At 5, it'll be 67%.
You're like, oh,
I was like, well, that sucks. So I put on a rain suit that I used to ride motorcycles on, and like, I'm gonna go get this stuff, man. And it didn't matter that I had the rain suit on because, like, even when I wear them when I fish or ride, water comes right through them, and I was complete. And here's one of the things: I love my truck. It does not like rainy days, and he doesn't like cold days. And what I mean by that is I can't understand the window defroster yet.
Oh,
so faint.
It's like because I haven't figured out the combination of it to be right yet.
Right,
so
yep.
it's like,
Yes.
and I was soaked wet. So I go get this thing,
I was proud of
and I got
myself
Hey
this
Dudes
morning. I
on,
figured it out.
and you know when you wear jeans and Hey Dudes and you get wet, the water rises
up. Yep.
Like as soon as you get the bottom of your jeans wet, it runs up your like it's like growing.
It's like a sponge.
Like what? I'm not even in water anymore, and it's still growing. And I'm completely soaked to the bone. So I go get the golf cart, bring it home, and I'm like, that's it. I'm not doing any more today.
I'm done.
I turned Sunday off. Sunday was off after that, and I was
Yeah.
like, don't you know where I'll be, right?
Playing Call of Duty in front of the TV.
And then Sarah goes, "Are you talking smack to a 10-year-old?" I was like, "Yes."
Yes.
That was when I was the little kid. I was like, "You're busted by your mom."
Like, leave me alone.
So great. I get mad when nobody's talking.
Really?
It's quiet.
Because you want to
Well, because
start with them?
understand when I first started, I got slaughtered. Like I've never played this game before in my life.
Did
You're
they
like
pick on
first
you?
one done.
And this is called
Oh, yeah,
this
'cause
is
they
Modern
know.
Warfare
They
3.
know.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And
They
you go
know,
right.
because you can see like their levels, like when you kill them and
So
stuff.
you have
they're
a
like,
10-year-old.
I've been I had like 3 kills and 37 deaths. You know, which means I've been killed 37 times, right?
Yeah.
And so they would be on like, "Hey, Big Mama Radio, you suck. You're the worst. You're horrible, man. You shouldn't even play this game. Go play Madden or something." Like they're just vicious, right? So now when I'm that guy, I'm good. I'll smack talk you right back. Now I don't take it.
Right.
I'm like, bro, you had 10 kills.
Shut up.
Some kid was like talking smack. I was like, bro, you had 10 kills. 10. 10. That's it. Sarah's like, stop that. I was like, never.
Never.
I will.
It's what I love.
Bust down their self-esteem
Well, yeah.
so fast.
Boss ass little kids trying to come after me. This is what I do for a living, talk shit. You talking to the wrong guy, bro. You messing with the wrong guy, bro. Say something about my mom. The 10-year-old said something about your mom. I was like, don't talk to your dad that way.
Oh, my goodness.
That's bad. I love it.
Should I feel bad about that?
No, it's actually quite entertaining.
You think it's bad?
I think you should
They're
record
10.
this.
Why are they allowed to talk smack to a grown-ass man? I like when a grown-ass man, like,
That's why I hate
not me,
the
bro.
multiplayer.
Now I want it.
Wait, so yours is...
I think you should
yours
record
is
it.
Big Mama Radio, right?
Yeah. Who's asking?
Just wait on.
Huh?
Hold on.
Are you looking at my stats?
I am. Oh, it says incorrect name or private profile. Oh, you might have a private profile. Damn it. Yeah, I went online. I was going to see what your total stats were.
I don't know how to do that. I'd like to know. I'm sure I got more deaths than kills, but I don't care. Because I don't care.
You're on Modern
Warfare 3.
Does it have 3?
I'm 274 right now, just so everybody knows. All right,
I've got this.
Prestige 5. I'll whoop your ass.
So you earned your
With
right
my
to talk
submachine
smack.
gun. That's all I need is a submachine gun and a knife. I'll whoop your ass.
Oh, I love knifing. You sneak up behind.
I'm just telling everybody, man, look, everyone needs an outlet. And although this is an addiction for me, and I know that already, like I'm going to need a 12-step program eventually to get off of this.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm almost at the point where I have to buy a second one because Finn wants to play it as much as I want, but he plays Fortnite on it.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Right? But he loves...
You can look at Fortnite, too. You can see all the
Well,
stats.
Finn's a beast. He beats his mom's ass. So he's 5, and his mom plays just as much as he does.
You're going to have to tell me what his...
You play Fortnite?
I haven't in a long time.
I don't know. Sarah keeps it like... He
only
doesn't.
fun when you play
He has
with-
like an obscure name like P624539255Q.
You'll have to tell me what it is. You can
because
find his stats
she wants him
online.
to stay very low key and inconspicuous
Oh,
on
like
there.
he was a kid, yeah.
And she is like a hawk on there, and so is Conway. So Conway's kid and Finn play together, right?
Really?
They've always been friends. Like they've been friends. Crazy thing about Captain Conway on Fishing Fridays. Here's a crazy story, right? His oldest daughter is 1 year older than Izzy, and they share the exact same birthday.
Really?
Right.
So they're exactly
And
1
is
year apart.
exactly 1 year apart.
Okay.
And the younger kids, their birthdays are within a couple of months, and they're exactly 1 year apart. So Finn and Fitz are 1 year apart. So they have great relationships. So they've always got along. We all go to Universal. It's a party. Everybody got somebody to play with. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right. My wife can hang out with Thea. I can hang out with John. Everybody got somebody to play with. Right.
You're like, find a friend.
And John
Leave
calls me up one
alone.
day. John calls me up. Ring, ring. What's up, Cam? Hey, who's Lance? I'm like, what? Yeah, this kid playing with my kid. I don't know who it is. Who is it? Some weirdo? And I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. It was some name I didn't know. And then I found out that it was the neighbor across the street. Because Finn don't have friends we don't know on the game. Like,
Yeah.
Sarah's monitoring his ass. Like, that ain't never
have
going to
to.
happen. But what I want to know is, I think I can make money from this kid. I just want to go on the record.
You
I'm
probably
almost
can.
positive. He is slaying it. You still looking for me?
I found your stat. Well, you never played on this one. This was.
She's stalking. Look at her. She's all into
It
this.
doesn't have.
Give a scorned woman internet. You can find anything you want just for the record.
But it doesn't have Modern Warfare 3, and I don't
Right.
know why. Because it has 2, but it says.
I just
coming
thought I
soon.
could play on my phone. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I haven't figured it out exactly, but when I figure it out, it's over. And if I can buy a controller that connects to my phone, I'm buying
You
it.
can.
Done.
It's
All of-
over.
I'm pretty sure that all of them do. I'm
Done,
pretty sure
done.
you can hook up your
Oh.
PlayStation. I don't know about the 5 because you have a PlayStation 5, right?
Right.
I don't know if you can the 5. I'll try when I get home, but I
Right.
know the 4. You can hook up your remote to your phone.
No, I have Call of Duty on here.
No. I'm saying
The
for
app.
your. No, I know, but I'm saying for your controller. It's Bluetooth.
Oh.
I don't know if the 5s work on our phone, but the 4s definitely do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Have you played Call of Duty on your phone before?
No, but Mike's played other games and he's hooked up the PlayStation.
Here's a problem. Initially, it takes an hour for it to download. Like that's.
I know it takes a lot.
I just want to play it so bad. I never have. Call of Duty Mobile.
So
Somebody was like, I can't see it on my phone. One time I was like, he said it in the speaker.
Jamie says that you can because she's buying a Calvin one for his Xbox, but they had the ones for PlayStation 4 and 5. So you guys,
I got to buy that Pro controller.
I'm telling you, it's a game freaking changer. We were playing last night and Mike was getting mad. He's like, how are you jumping so fast? Because I don't have to move my fingers off the joystick. I just made X this box.
Call me the next time you're in Zombies. I'm going to come in and find you guys. I'm going to play with you.
I'll add you today.
All right.
Yeah. He'll just break them down. He's like, and when you break them, like the zombies can hear everything, so then they'll mass come over. And he was just like,
oh,
how
that's
you doing
what
it so
Sean
fast?
was playing. I was like, what is this? He's like, I'm the only one on the dang game. Every time like they were just like coming like from everywhere.
And as you go to different boards, it gets harder.
Okay, that
It's
makes sense.
really hard after. And like I said, we learned.
Got
like,
Rick Grimes yet?
No.
Yeah, from Walking Dead?
No.
He's one of the characters on there now.
Really?
They put him into the characters.
Did they?
Yeah. I got him.
I have some chick that
You
looks
keep
like,
giving me PlayStation money, it'll be over. I even said that. I was like, please don't feed my addiction anymore. Give me a card.
See, that's the only thing. Like with zombies, like you have your loadout, and as you progress, you can like.
You can't use your loadout for multiplayer in Zombies. I noticed that.
No, you can't. But you can. As you progress in the game, you get the crystals and stuff that you can
Right.
use, and you can make them better. But the big thing with zombies, you got to make sure you go get your jugs, and you got to be all loaded out before you get to the higher boards. Because if you
I
don't,
don't
have good
understand
shit, I'll have to.
I didn't understand the other part either. It's like it was so weird. And then they want me to play Fortnite, so they'll go, "Hey," and I watched it. My oldest daughter's now
Fortnite's
in.
all about luck, though, in that.
But
one.
here with Fortnite, the controls are different. So I'm over there trying to shoot, and I'm starting to build, and I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, I don't like this.
I don't do build if I do Fortnite.
Right, I like zero
hate
build. Right.
I'll do, yeah.
Same way for me. I hate it too. How you guys doing? You all right?
Yep, all good. Catching up on these chats here.
Xbox controller. See, I couldn't do an Xbox controller because I've had PlayStation for so long. I'd feel like I was in a foreign world. I'd be like, ooh, what is this?
The fastest growing black hole ever discovered. Astronomers have discovered what may be the brightest object in the universe, a quasar with a black hole that its heart growing so fast that it swallows the equivalent of the sun a day. The record-breaking quasar shines 500 trillion times brighter than our sun. The black hole powering this distant quasar is more than 17 billion times more immense than our sun. An Australia-led team reported Monday in the Journal of Nature Astronomy. While the quasar resembles a mere dot in images, scientists envision a ferocious place. The rotating disk around the quasar's black hole, luminous swirling gas, and other matter from gobbed-up stars is like a cosmic hurricane. This quasar is the most violent place that we know in the universe. Wow, it's crazy. Further analysis shows the mass of the hole to be 17 billion to 19 billion times that of the sun. Sounds crazy.
Yeah.
So it just like, boop, just eats.
Do that again. What time was that? Our next soundbite. Boop. I love it.
That's just so bizarre to me.
I mean, that's what it sounds like. It just eats everything.
Yeah, I feel like Pac-Man. You know, like, I don't know.
Like, bop, 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 bop.
Yeah.
Whatever that noise is that I made.
Amid a storm in the Northeast this weekend, winds over the mid-Atlantic region helped to propel airplanes more than 800 miles per hour ground speed on Saturday. The National Weather Service office serving the Washington-Baltimore area said the speed in the jet stream at cruising altitude of about 35,000 feet was 265 miles per hour, the second highest ever measured since the record started being kept in the 1950s. The resulting tailwind led to the Virgin Atlantic flight landing 45 minutes early. One American airline flight hit 840 miles an hour. While both flights' top speed surpassed the speed of sound, the aircraft did not break the sound barrier, although it's a ground speed, a measure that combines the plane's actual speed in addition to push forward, blah, 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 blah. Wow, faster than the speed of sound.
That's pretty fast.
If you'd have heard the sound barrier break, it's like.
That's scary.
U.S. oldest gunmaker leaving a blue state for a red one. Remington began the blue-collar village 2 centuries ago, and generations have turned out rifles and shotguns at the massive firearms factory in the heart of New York's Mohawk Valley. Now residents are bracing for Remington's exit, ending an era that began with Elephant Remington forged in its first rifle barrel nearly 1816. That's a long time ago. The U.S. oldest gunmaker is closing the factory in its original home next month, citing the steep cost of running the plant. Remington's recent history has been marked by a lawsuit after the Sandy Hook massacre and bankruptcy files that led to new ownership of the plant, where the workforce was dwindled from about 1,300 workers to more than a decade ago to around 300. Remington is consolidating operations in Georgia. A state friendlier for firearms industry, CEO Ken Darcy added that the industry was concerned about the New York's legislative environment. Remington isn't the first. Smith & Wesson opened its new Tennessee headquarters in October after being based in Springfield, Massachusetts since 1852. You can't sell guns in a blue state, baby. Come on down. We buy them all around here.
Right? Just put up a tent. We'll come get them.
There's a rental around the corner from my house. It's only in the 7 years I've lived in my house, there's only been 2 people ever lived there. And then the storm took one of them out, and they never came back. So now they've refurbished the house finally, and somebody's moving in, I think, because there's 7 gun safes in the garage.
Oh.
7. When shit goes south,
Holy, yeah,
I
I'm
know
going
where
to
I'm
that
going.
neighbor. You better be real nice. to
Oh,
that
I'm gonna be
neighbor.
his buddy.
That's your new best friend, man.
7 gun safes in the garage. I'm like, first off, I wouldn't put them in my garage.
No.
Those are the ones he doesn't like.
No.
Right. Well, what's inside?
They're the inside ones is what you got to worry
Those are
about.
just our ones that we,
Or maybe it's money safes. Maybe he's a billionaire and it's all money in there. I don't know.
I mean,
let's go to Norfolk.
Due to a strike, the Eiffel Tower is closed. We apologize. Visitors to the Eiffel Tower were turned away on Monday because of a strike over the financial management of one of the world's largest visited sites. A sign was posted at the entrance in English saying, "Due to a strike, the Eiffel Tower is closed. We apologize." That's it. Sorry.
Sorry. I mean, imagine going there, like, as a tourist, and you spend all that freaking money, and then it's like, we're closed.
You just get like a little, come back later.
Right. Can I get
You don't even know when you're supposed to come back. It didn't tell you.
They're on strike.
Excuse me.
Like, dang, like, you don't even know.
I paid for this vacation. Right? Y'all better show up.
My son went to Vegas to go see Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. Oh.
Waited in the blistering heat for 3 hours for him to open the gates. The show was supposed to start at 6. At like 5:15, he came on and canceled the show while everybody had been waiting in line for 3.5 hours in like 110-degree weather.
No.
And he went all the way there just to see it, all because they couldn't get the stage right.
No. I'd be so mad.
Yeah, I flew to Vegas. Like, it's not. You can't give me a rain check. I can't get a backup ticket. I don't have another airline ticket.
That is awful. That shouldn't even be.
So mad.
Only reason he went.
I'd no longer be a fan. Like, that would, I don't even care.
Because the stage wasn't right. Listen, you better figure it out.
Well, I don't care if you got to go on. I don't care if you got to go on a small little platform. Just get the damn show going. I'm here to see you sing.
Call Brittany. I'm sure she's got space on her.
She's
I'm
too
Brittany, bitch.
She's too busy dancing with knives, anyways, for Instagram.
Leave
So I
her
think you're
alone.
okay.
Okay.
Somebody. Anybody.
Somebody.
Did you ever own a cassette tape?
Yes.
What was your last cassette tape, or what is the one cassette tape you remember the most?
Oh.
The one cassette tape that I remember the most. I
don't even know.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy to think about, right?
It
I can only think about one. The one cassette I remember more than
Rush.
any other. Rush?
Rush.
For you?
Yeah.
Mine was I'll Be Sure. How can I tell you how I feel about you night and day? You even know I'll Be Sure?
No.
You know I'll Be Sure?
No.
Are you sure? You don't know I'll Be Sure? Come on.
Not that version of it.
Come on.
Not the Big Mama version?
Hold on. I'll get you guys. Here we go.
Maybe I do.
You know this song. There's no way you don't. I'm probably going to watch an ad. Hold on. I'm sure there's an ad.
Of course. There's always
Been a long time since I watched this. Yep, there's an ad for Wig Studio.
The internet is
That solid internet connection we have here.
It's like horrendous. right
just
now.
for that, though. Just to get on YouTube, it's a little slow. Yeah.
feel like I know this.
Well, I'm older than the rest of y'all, so this stuff might sound old to y'all.
I don't know. My husband's not much younger than you, so.
Jean jackets and suits. That's the tone. Acid wash jacket.
Right? Big hair.
Turtlenecks.
Oh, the shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads.
You've never heard the song?
Yes, I have. Now,
I'm about to say, you've
this
never.
is completely different
but-
than what you sing.
Oh, come on already. Why you got to take it there? Why they got to go there? I need
I love it.
I can't find his other one that was massive, but oh, here it is, right here. Here it is. This is his other massive hit. This was also on the song on the cassette.
Step into it.
All right.
On the cassette.
Yours was Rush. I'm gonna play a little Rush too. I'll do that too. This is so 80s.
Yeah, it is. The beat and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I think some of these songs could make a comeback, especially this one. Girl, gonna get it.
Another jean jacket. Just
All
another
right,
tone.
leave him alone. Why you gotta bust out his jean jackets? All right, good lord.
She likes jean jackets. I'm gonna have to find a jean jacket to wear tomorrow.
Right,
Just
right.
for fun.
What? Do you remember what song you listened to? Which one was it?
Spirit Radio.
What is it?
Spirit Radio. Down, 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 down.
Down, I saw it.
Up.
Right there.
All right, there we go. Let's see if this is the one that I. Yeah, absolutely. This is what we played going into the wrestling.
I could so see Betty with the big hair.
Oh, I had a freaking wave. No joke. And that. Use that and put it out this way.
The wings.
Oh, yeah. I could totally see her.
Whenever I hear a Rush song, I always think about this. CSI Miami.
Yeah.
What we have here is a victim and no scene. Horatio Kane, there it is. There it is. What was your first cassette? Do you remember? You don't remember any cassettes.
My parents were like the cassette. They were in charge of the radio.
You son of a bitch! You just made me feel old. You were like, my parents had cassettes. I don't remember those things. Those were really.
I do remember them.
When you had to flip it over because it only fast forwarded to rewind it, you had to fast forward. Yeah. Cassette tapes are starting to catch some of the retro nostalgic sign of vinyl records, spurring one manufacturer in Japan to bring back personal Walkman type players. Younger Japanese music lovers are driving this trend. Nikia Asia writes, despite many being born well after tapes were eclipsed by CDs and later digital music, a cassette tape is for when I want to listen to music carefully. A college student visiting a tower. Come on, man.
Carefully.
Oh, cassette. You know why CDs replace cassette tapes? Because when you listen to a cassette, you hear.
Yeah.
And then you can't rewind to the right spot.
Right.
But it was annoying.
But do you remember when like they had the portable little CD players? There weren't Walkmans.
I had a
What
yellow-
were they called?
Discmans.
Discmans.
I
Thank
had
you.
one.
Right.
But remember how they used to skip? You had to like literally hold it like this.
Yeah, people were trying to run with it. I was
Yeah,
like,
it
you
was
can't
a-
run with that, bro. No, I have a shock-resistant one.
Yeah, bull. That was no. It was not shock resistant.
I had so many Walkmans in my life. So many Walkmans.
I remember when I got my first one. I won it.
You won a Walkman? I had a yellow
I
one.
do remember that. That's what mine was. It was the bright yellow, and it had like the little earpiece. Like they were like on one of these.
Yeah, but they stuck in your ear sideways.
Yes, that was my first one. And it was yellow, bright ass yellow.
Where'd you win it?
My dad was a GM retiree, and they always had a company picnic every single year, and they would give out like the baddest prizes, and that was one of them, and I got it. So,
Aww.
and I was so excited. I thought
That
it
was my
the
first
coolest
paycheck.
thing
What I bought
ever.
with my first paycheck?
That was the
You
coolest
bought a
thing.
Walkman, a yellow Walkman with your first paycheck?
From Sears in the lingerie department. That's where I used to work.
Where did you work?
At Sears in the lingerie department.
Really? I used to look at that catalog when I was 9.
I can't. You're like, ooh.
This was before Spanx.
When you're 10, right.
When you're 10, I mean,
the return policy at Sears, I'll tell you what, is scary as hell. I'm just telling you right now.
I knew Sears was going down when they started selling Kim Kardashian clothes. I was like, wait a second. My wife can buy a shirt at the same place I can buy a Craftsman wrench. You guys are doing it wrong, just for the record.
Not right.
All right. They're like trying to be a high-priced Walmart. I was like, that ain't working, guys.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, what else do I have for you guys? Matt Mazzaniano's season is off to a painful start. The Sacramento State outfielder was hit by a pitch 7 of his plate appearances during a doubleheader Friday. Just once did he escape Loyola Marymount's pitches. The 23-year-old took his lumps in good humor. Hit by a pitch 7 times. They don't like you, bro. You slept with somebody's sister. They're pissed, bro.
Yep. Someone's done with you.
Right. Man stole semi-truck from Arizona travel stop to get home from prison.
What?
No way! Investigators say a man admitted to stealing a semi-truck from a southern Arizona truck stop because he needed a way home to get home from prison. Isaiah Walker, 23, of Lawton, Oklahoma, allegedly stole a truck hauling over $1 million worth of high-end sports cars. No. It began Wednesday morning at the Love's Travel Stop near Interstate 10 in Wilcox. According to the county sheriff's office, Walker approached the driver and began talking to him about his truckload. The sheriff's office says the driver was transporting 10 Chevrolet C8 Corvettes with an estimated value of around $1.25 million. The sheriff's office says that as the victim was getting into his truck to leave, Walker threw him into the ground, jumped into the driver's seat, and drove away. A sheriff deputy spotted the stolen semi-truck about 9 miles north of the Love store and tried to get the driver to pull over. The sheriff's office says Walker began driving recklessly, causing other cars to drive off the road, and finally stopped a few minutes later. After being taken into custody, the sheriff's office says Walker admitted to taking the truck, but not because he was trying to steal the Corvettes. He reportedly told a sheriff's deputy and police officer that he had just been released from prison and needed to get the truck to get home. Walker was booked into the county jail on several felony charges, including robbery and theft. The stolen semi-truck was returned to the driver with no damage to the cars.
I guess go big or go home.
I feel like I'd rather take one of them Corvettes. I'd have been like, yeah, it's going to go a lot faster than a
Right.
semi.
I would have pulled over about 3 miles down the road, pulled a vet off, and been gone.
Right?
You'd never find me again.
Well, this is a criminal, so he's probably not very
Right.
smart.
Dumb criminal at that.
Dumb and detained.
This or that. Here we go. I got one. We're just rolling through stuff, so we might have all kinds of stuff. Work vacation or work-free vacation?
Work-free vacation.
Work-free.
I don't know what either of them.
Who would ever
mean.
want to go on a work vacation?
Right? I mean, unless
That's
it's
not a
here.
vacation.
Wait. Are we talking about the radio? Because, I mean, that one could be kind of fun.
Right.
Like, there might be some perks.
Right, with all of us together. Right. Yeah.
There
right.
could
All
be
right.
some perks for that.
Okay, then I can change my. I
I'm going to do a Betty on that.
I know.
I'm going to wait till we actually get to that situation before I make that decision.
Do I like the people I'm going with from work? Or?
Right. Which work are we talking about?
Yeah, right? I have to pull a Betty on that one.
I got
right. Fried eggs or scrambled eggs?
Scrambled.
She
got to pull a Betty.
Son of a bitch. Are you really going to take a medium on this one?
Yes, I want it flipped over on the other side and cooked on both sides if it is fried. I don't like running.
Scrambled all the way only. It's the only way to eat eggs. Video game or board game?
Video.
Video.
That wasn't easy.
I prefer never to play a board game
Hell
again.
plays board games anymore.
Only if I want to get
Kids.
angry.
Oh, no.
You want to play Monopoly?
No.
If you guys are willing to cry. Are you willing to cry? What do you mean? Because I don't play with
I don't-
mercy.
And me either.
I
Not
play with no
Monopoly.
mercy. Do not play Monopoly with me if you want mercy. If you want me to be like, oh, I'm not going to play that because I don't want to ruin your day.
No, I'm buying everything.
Right.
And I'm the bitch to, like,
Right.
trade with.
Oh,
like,
you want it? You want it, do you? I'm going to need 5 properties.
Yeah. I am not the
I
one
just
to
lose interest like so quickly. I don't even know I have other people playing cards
Right.
for me, and
She's like, there's not enough snacks and I need a nap.
I don't know what's
I
going
feel
on.
like if Big Mama and I played together, it'd be like whoever's gonna like.
I already feel like you and I need to have a conversation about never ever not being friends just because we disagree on something.
Yes.
I feel like we're both strong-willed and we should have that kind of saying. Like, we need a code word that we tell each other when you're being a bitch or I'm being a dick.
Yeah.
All right. Like,
Blueberries.
right. What'd you say? Blueberries.
That's my word.
And that's a whole
You
nother
can have
stop.
raspberries.
Okay, raspberries.
Fishing or kayaking?
Kayaking.
Fishing.
You sick, twisted woman.
That seems like a lot of work.
Fishing, yeah. Right. Kayaking is. There's nothing. Here's the deal. Kayaking's fun one way. It may be on the way out. It may be on the way back in. It depends on which way the stream is flowing.
Yeah.
But when you're coming back from kayaking, you're getting your ass kicked, all right? And it's no fun. You have to think about this when kayaking. And this is the problem for me. Every far as you go out,
You gotta come back.
you got to come back. And there ain't no like, can you just come get me? I'm tired.
No, there's none.
I'm opting out of that.
Screw that.
I need a motor.
Right.
I need shade.
And beer. Long hair or short hair?
Long hair.
Long. I miss mine.
No hair from me. I'm going to take a Betty on that one. Hangman or rock, paper, scissors? We already did that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do the dishes or cook 3 times a day?
Cook 3 times a day. I hate. I hate the dishes.
Does that include cleaning up the kitchen?
When I do it?
Okay,
No,
are you,
no.
Are you pulling a Betty now?
I'm asking you. Yes, I am. Big deal. What, shut up. Who cares? All right. So do the dishes. Does that also include cleaning up the kitchen?
I would say so because that's what I do when I
Cook 3 meals a day, bitch. Man, if I ain't never got it cleaned up after myself, bro, I'll make the most amazing meals ever. If I can destroy the kitchen in the process.
Right?
Sarah will be like, look, I don't need you to cook. Why? Because I don't want to clean the kitchen afterwards.
I don't feel like doing this.
That's why I hate cooking.
And
I
pizza
hate
or
cooking.
pasta, it's over. Like, I destroy a kitchen over. And wings, too. Wings, pizza, or pasta, I will destroy a kitchen.
Anytime Mike cooks, he destroys the kitchen.
Good for him.
Anytime he does.
PayPal or Venmo?
Venmo now.
Yeah. Well,
Just recently.
All of them at Big Mama Radio. Go ahead and shoot me $20 right now.
Let's test it out.
Right.
Yeah, right? We got to see which one we like better.
Actually, I think they're all at Big Events FL. I think I've changed them all because I collect money there. Not
Mm-hmm.
Toast or donuts?
Oh, donuts.
Donuts.
Toast.
You crazy.
With what?
Butter and strawberry jam.
Okay, see. But you're adding extra stuff to it.
I thought we always bet each other around here.
Yesterday I did have toast with like olive oil and like Italian seasoning, and I just did like a little dippy dip.
For dinner or for breakfast?
Like, lunch. It was delicious. That was a snack. What are you talking about?
I love her.
It was so good.
What do we have in this house? Olive oil and bread. That's enough. Bring it to me.
Bring it.
Right. You're
That's
good to
my
go
kind
if
of
you ever
snack.
get into Hunger Games.
Heck yeah.
Right? I'm
Right, you're gonna live off of bread.
I'm going to Betty's house.
Right.
Live off anything. And make it taste good too.
No, I grew up in a household, and Sarah, my dad says, now my dad will swear to God that this never happened, but anything that's traumatizing to my childhood, my dad swears off.
Of course.
Like that never happened.
That never happened. I did that too.
You gotta own it, Dad. I own it now. I don't hate you for it. I own it now.
We're good. We
We're
learn
good.
from
Right.
it.
Oh, you're too sensitive.
So when I was a teenager and my older brothers lived with me, right? So we understand if you get 2 boys in the house that are both athletic, we could eat you out of house and hold.
Oh, I know.
Like eat you out of house and hold. Like I can eat when I was in high school after a wrestling practice, I could eat a whole loaf of bread. Like in sandwiches.
Yep.
Like the whole loaf. I couldn't do it now if you tried to pay me. Like you were like, eat 3 sandwiches. Like, no. I can eat 2, but I can't eat 3. I forget where I lost my train of
My
thought.
son does the same thing. He'll just eat and eat and eat. And I'm like, oh my God.
Cereal doesn't stay in our house. Colin has like 5 bowls
but
a night.
grape jelly was for kids. Strawberry jam or jelly was for grown-ups.
Yeah.
Because my dad liked strawberry, and if the boys got into the strawberry, there was never any left. So I grew up in a household where soda was for adults, Kool-Aid was for kids. Grape jelly was for kids, strawberry jelly was for adults. And listen, for some reason I wasn't a rebel at this point in my life to where I was all like, I'm going to eat the strawberry jelly anyway. I was just like, oh, I'm going to eat it. But then as I became an adult, guess what? I don't want strawberry jelly. I don't want grape. I don't want grape jelly ever. I don't want it at all. It's got to be strawberry. I'm a grown-ass man. All right? It's my turn to strawberry it up. And I got to talk, because I'm the only one that likes strawberry. I got to be like, hey, can you get some strawberry? He's like, no, it's gross. No, for me, it's grown-up jelly.
I don't care. It's mine.
I need grown-up jelly. Now, my dad says that shit never happened.
That sounds like
My dad also doesn't remember my stepmom saying my dad was at the moon. I'm like, damn, he goes to the moon a lot. I'm telling you, man. If you want to know what wicked stepmother, if you think you had a wicked stepmother, call me, because I could top any story you got.
Oh my goodness.
The most wicked women I've ever dealt with in my life. And then her daughter calls me one day and wanted to talk shit about my dad one time. I'm like, bro, can I talk shit about your mom?
Yeah, right? Like, game on.
She was like, what? I was like, bro, for anything you're going to say to me about my dad, I'm going to blast on your mom. Your mother may have been the reason I have traumatic stress issues to this day. All right?
Jeez.
Like, they wrote stories about you people.
Right?
This woman sent me to bed on my...
Cinderella was about,
She would make
damn it.
things I didn't like, because if I didn't eat, I had to go straight to bed. So she would make dinners that I didn't like, so that I would, because if you didn't eat, you had to go straight to your room.
So then she was done with you for the rest of the night. Well, guess what?
Right.
We're having liver and
Right.
toast.
And it was my birthday.
And you're like,
I'm visiting now, and I was a
rude.
part-time
That's
resident of
sad.
my dad. I live with my mother, so I would just come visit for like a week or 2
Yeah.
days, 3 days. I was a visitor, so she would. It was my birthday, and she made some shit I didn't like,
Mm-hmm.
and I probably would like it today. I think it was chili mac or something like that I would kill today. But then I was like, I don't want this. I'm about to. So she sent me to my room. Well, every time they would send me to my room, I wouldn't eat all day. Well, I would start throwing. It was basically child abuse, right? If you really put it into what it was.
Yeah.
Because I would throw up because my stomach would be empty. And so my dad came home that night, and I'll never forget this. And I'm throwing up. Like throwing up. And what's funny is that I don't even think my mom ever found out about it, because I don't think she would ever send me back to my dad's. And my dad goes, what's wrong? I was like, I didn't eat tonight. He goes, it's your birthday. You didn't have birthday cake? He was like, no, she wouldn't let me have birthday cake because I didn't eat dinner. So they celebrated my birthday in the other room without me.
Ah.
My dad lost his shit.
So mean.
Swoops me and my sister up. My sister's visiting too. My sister and I didn't live with him. And swoops us both up and takes me out for like 10 o'clock ice cream and cake in the middle of the night. And brings you back home. And then he wasn't with her for probably another year and a half. And then they were out, because I'm pretty sure that was one of the things that really irked him.
Yeah.
Like he was ready to fight her over that. And I'll
like
never forget it.
witchcraft.
And he did it to me multiple times. So he would come check on me because I would be sick, and he would know I didn't eat. So he would feel bad. So he would come in, and he would bring me this brown bowl. It was like a pottery bowl, and it had this, and they were big in the 80s. And they had like this brown bowl, and it had like this tan ring around it.
Mhm. Really?
Right? You know what bowl I'm talking about?
Yes.
Do you know exactly what bowl
I
I'm talking
know
about,
exactly
right?
what it
And he
is.
would bring me Super Sugar Crisp. And I would eat that, and that would get me back to sleep, and I would feel better about myself. But I'll never forget that woman. And then he married another one after her,
Uh-huh.
who during my older teen years, who had to deal with me becoming an older teen, a driver, 16, 17. That's when she was in our lives. Well, that takes a special person to be able to handle that, especially if you weren't there for the first 12, 13, 14 years of my life, all right?
Right.
And you're just going to slide on in. And I did. She came in when I was 12. And by the time I was 16, she was ready to murder the world. Like, she just hated everything about me. And I'll never forget, she was like, I hate you. She said it at dinner table one time. And I looked right at her.
You say it right back.
I said, well, the feeling's mutual.
Oh.
And my dad, from like, I feel like he was like 7 feet away and had like Stretch Armstrong, and it's the only time he's ever done it. Wham! I'm like, come here! I'm sorry. I don't know what I said. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm really not. But I
I'm
am.
sorry.
It just
Only time. One time ever in my life.
It just
And
happened.
that's just because I got mouthy at the dinner table. You can do a lot of things, but it's weird how strictly I grew up, and that's not how I raised my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up, dinner was at 5, and you were there or you didn't eat. And if you come home late, you better have a damn good excuse, and it better involve sports.
Yep.
Right. There has to be.
You better, like I was at wrestling practice. Did you save me a plate?
Yeah.
We're at football
Same.
practice. Did you save me a plate?
Same. We ate at the dinner table, the whole 9 yards. Yeah.
Right.
Really?
Right. And you know, the street lights come on, you had to come home. But we also ran around on the streets without worrying about being kidnapped. So,
Well, and also, like, we were talking about this the other day, like, times were different for kids, too. Like, if, you know, my son went over to your house because, you know, our kids played together, you had all permission to whoop his ass if he was being a
If my
shithead.
mom got a call from someone, if I even said the wrong thing and my mom heard about it,
But as I was saying,
I
like,
might not have teeth by
my
the end
friends'
by the time I
parents
got
were
home.
allowed to discipline me, just like I was at home. Now, if you even look at some kids the wrong
Yeah.
way, if they're not yours, like, forget about it. You have charges up the ass. So,
Oh, yeah.
time
whoop
to
my
change.
kid's ass. I don't care.
That's what I say. Victoria already knows if she's still on here. When Colin
Call
goes
me if you
over,
need backup. I'll
Right.
be like,
Oh, you got your ass whooped while you was at Betty's house? What'd you say to her?
yep. That's how it works. They already know.
Finn came over to me at dinner last night. I got scolded for this. He comes over to dinner and he's like flexing to me. I was like, I wish you would. One day you're going to jump. It'll be the worst mistake you ever made, just so you know.
Oh, shit.
All right, I'll just let you know. Ask your older brother. He found out the hard way. Fuck around and find out. Find out what happens. Come on. Come on. Sarah's like, you stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? Stop what? He came to me. He came at me. Why you defended him? Learn how to speak to him, and you control your actions, Finn.
Watching little boys.
I learned how to speak to him. I'll whoop his ass. You candy coat him. One day he gonna fight you. You gonna lose.
It's like seeing the Lion King.
I need him to be a little bit fearful of me. I believe one day he's gonna be able to whoop my ass. So until then, I need him to be a little fearful.
Right.
So when he gets to that moment, maybe he thinks that he can't.
Just wait till that day. Like when Colin got taller than me, like I'm like, son of a. Now we were shopping yesterday, and I'm looking up, and like I have to look way up to this kid. He's 15. He's already 6'3". I'm like, we need to like knock you down a little bit.
He needs to play basketball.
Jessica says she couldn't leave the dinner table until she ate all her food. Sometimes it would take her over 2 hours before she could leave.
And everybody, same with me.
Yep.
Same with me.
Everybody else was gone.
And the thing about it, if I didn't eat the food, like on my birthday, like legitimately, you sit there until you're done.
Oh yeah.
So just so you know, I'm a redhead. There's a thing about all redheads, stubborn.
You're stubborn.
It's natural. Yep. All redheads are stubborn with tempers. All of us. I don't understand why it bred into us, but it's the true fact of nature. All right? We have tempers, and we're stubborn. So I'd be like, all right, really?
I'll sit here all day.
Let's see which one of us can sit here longer. I'm like 11, 12 years old, challenging. I'm maybe 9 at the moment. 8 or 9. I'm like, come on, let's go. Think you can outwit me? Let's roll.
Challenge the table.
Right.
rules.
Challenge accepted. and then like, you're going to eat that? No, I'm going to sit here all night. How long I got to say? I'll sleep here. I don't give a damn. I'm not eating that.
You're oily.
It's so funny because I think like in my earlier life, like my past life, I must have been a redhead because that's me. I am so stubborn and I'm so like, I'm strong. I don't give a shit. I ain't getting back down. Sit here all day.
Not doing it. Not going to do it.
Ask Mike. I will literally, I'll be pissed at you all day? Good, I'll be pissed at you all day.
So some of the things that my kids do, I understand. Like, Finn's very picky eater. So was I.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't eat steak till I was 27 years old. Not one bit of steak. I thought it was chewy and gross.
I could not stand chewing.
Because I lived, knowing now the steaks that we had as a child.
Crap.
They were like the cube steaks.
Right. They were the shittiest, grimiest steaks ever you had in your life. And I never had a real steak. So to me, my mom would make... She would think steak was that round steak. And by the way,
cube steak. That's a
round steaks, no, they're called round. Cube steak's almost like a hamburger. But a round steak is like made for something else. I don't even know what it's made for, but it's like a half an inch thick. Like it like you can't make it medium rare.
You got to make that in a pot roast thing where you're like cooking it.
Right. So she would make these things, and you bite into it, and it'd be like, it's like chewing on jerky.
Yeah.
But it's like
Flavorless.
mushing up in my mouth.
And
Gross.
there's no flavor.
And I was like, I don't like it. I hate it. And then my stepmom, the one that I like, that's currently still in my life, love you. Thank you very much. Terry, I love you. I would never talk bad about you. But she was all like, you're going to eat steak, and I know you're going to love it. And it was like, I was like 27. I was hungover. I'd been in a bar all night the night before.
She made you a nice
Right. No,
steak.
she came to town to visit. We were in Tampa. And my sister was going to USF. My stepsister was going to USF. So she would come to town to visit her. And then I was, luckily I was in the same room, so I was good. I've always been the redheaded stepchild and redheaded child. I'm okay with that, all right? You learn to accept it after a certain point, right? I'm cool with getting residuals. Whatever I get leftovers, I'm good.
I'm open.
And she was like, we're going to Ruth Chris. I was like, cool, call me when you're done. We'll have a cocktail. And she was like, no, come to dinner and have a cocktail. I'm like, I'm not going to Ruth Chris. I'm not wasting my money or your money if you're buying. Because I don't like steaks. She's like, you don't like steak because you haven't had the right steak. Bring your ass to Ruth Chris. I was like, the one next to the dollhouse, right down the street from Mons Venus. She was like, yeah. I was like, all right, I'll be there. She was like, is everything a strip club to you? I said, absolutely, Mom, just so you know.
She's going to educate you on steak.
Matter of fact, you want to go down to the dollhouse when we're done here? I'm good with that. Let's roll. And I know people. Trust me.
I know people.
And I went out and had a filet and been hooked ever since.
Oh, fillets are...
Like, I've been hooked ever since. Like, I love steak. So now I'd eat it any time except for last night at Outback. I don't eat Outback steaks.
No.
I should give their ribeye a shot. They're terrible at the filet, but I should give it a shot.
Fillets are the best. Like, how can you mess
I learned how to make a filet from a master chef from the TV show.
Did you?
Yeah, somebody bought me, Bill Dobman. I can say what's up my shower door. He bought me Kobe beefsteaks one time for doing this event with him.
Uh-huh.
And he bought the whole show, each their own Kobe beefsteak.
Oh, no.
It was like $300 in beef, right? So he drops it off to me. So I invite everybody over to the house. But the pressure of cooking each steak was worth $65, $70.
Yeah,
Right. So you don't want to mess it up.
Right. The last thing you want to do. So I'm like stressed about it. I'm Googling and I'm like, to hell with it. So I called my boy Derek, who used to be on Master Chef, and I'm like, hey, tell me how to cook a filet, man. Come on, give me the breakdown. What do I got to do? He's like, all right, this is what you got to do to do. And I do it to this day, and it works every time.
See?
I love it.
So
I think a good filet, like sometimes I prefer like having a filet at home.
you can't cook a filet
Really
on a
good.
grill. And those who
No.
think you can, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Your grill, you can do it on a flat top, but it'd have to be.
You have to really watch
it like a hawk.
I love a good steak. Good steak.
Me too.
How about ice cream? You guys like ice cream?
Absolutely do.
What's your favorite flavor?
It depends when I'm in my. I'm bipolar, so I have to.
What? No way! Sean's like, damn, about 5 times she knew it. Sean's listening right now. Damn right she is.
He's like, wait, clip that part right there.
Right.
Right there.
Cut.
But
Good.
always Oreo is a go-to for me. Always.
All right.
I
How about
can't go
you?
wrong.
So is it blue? Is it? I don't remember the brand, but it's a cookie 2-step. It's cookie dough mixed with cookies and cream.
Oh,
so good.
Like the monster cookies.
So cookie dough ice cream, resourceful. This means you're resourceful and crafty. Your home is a haven of do-it-yourself projects discovered on Pinterest. You throw affordable dinner parties for friends, drawn to bright colors and bold patterns. Not overly extroverted, but definitely a lover of dogs.
I love dogs.
Wow. Damn.
Now I've not pre-read this, but mine's vanilla. I'm a vanilla guy.
Just vanilla?
I like vanilla.
Nothing in it?
Nothing in it. Caramel, if I'm like a McDonald's, I get a caramel sundae.
Mm-hmm.
But I like a good vanilla cone. I do. I go to Dairy Queen just to get a vanilla cone. What do you think that says about me?
I don't get it.
You're plain.
Some might consider you a little basic. I'm a basic bitch. But that might just grasp the timeless beauty of classic vanilla. You appreciate quality and minimalism. You find peace and balance in everyday moments, living in the present.
Oh.
That does sound like you.
It does.
Like that.
I live in the present.
Is it
And
sherbet?
I find the bright side of everything in the world, man. I spent too many times skipping on the bottom. That even when I'm skipping on the bottom now, but at least I ain't crashing.
Yep.
Right?
You always find the positive.
I'm getting a little rug burn on my ass from skipping on the bottom, man, but we'll be all right. And I just got to look that way, man. Look, you have to know that.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, man. If the way the world is going right now, if you think the world is some kind of like simulation, or you all have a predetermined place, or if you're your third time around in life, think about if you believe in reincarnation, stop stressing about this life. You got another shot.
Yeah.
Right. You're good. Just enjoy.
Don't
the thing.
stress. Stress will
Enjoy
kill
it.
you. You'll get to that next life much quicker.
Yep. And it might
I
not
just-
be the best life in the next one. You
I'm
don't
just
know.
rolling through it, baby. Like, just give me what I got to get. Keep me healthy. Keep me going. Keep me employed. Keep paying my bills, and I'm good. I just want to keep on rolling.
Could
That-
be worse.
You know what? It's funny. Like the other day,
And I've seen it.
We
Yeah.
were talking about that similar thing, but there was a movie that I was trying to remember, and it's called A Glitch in the Matrix. If you want something to blow your mind, like that movie it's like a documentary. Weird. I mean, there's crazy people in there, and there's pretty sane people in there too. But it's pretty interesting. I
Glitch in the
would
Matrix.
recommend it. Glitch in the Matrix.
We're going to wrap up the show with the stop set, guys. So we're going to get here. We're getting ready to wrap the show up here in a second. Most dangerous foods: hot dogs, peanut butter, coffee, mushrooms, puffer fish, ackee, casa maruzzi, sanakis, blood clams, raw milk, cassava, and kidney beans. Which one do you want to know about?
Cassava.
Coffee.
I eat cassava all the time. What's wrong with it?
Like coffee.
Contains cyanogen classic, which can release cyanide when consumed in large quantities.
That's yucca.
Cassava.
Yeah, that's what we make. That's yucca.
All right, well, there you go. It's going to kill you one day.
Great.
Releasing cyanide. You know that something else releases cyanide too, like almonds or some shit. Like in the-
Something. Yes, it
like
is.
some nut.
I think it's almonds.
Is
Because
it
you
almonds?
could like die from eating almonds.
Right.
Really?
It's a massive amount. If you eat that many almonds, like something's
Listen,
wrong.
I don't have self-control. So
About
I don't know how much is a
17% of
lot.
food-related asphyxiation in kids and younger than 10 are caused by hot dogs that get lodged in the throat, according to American Academy of Pediatrics. But you find them at every damn ballpark in town.
I know, but I will not give Mason. He's 2.
You won't
Mike's
give
like,
him a hot dog?
No.
Vince Vaughn would throw a hot dog back at me. You're like, what is this shit? Bring me chicken nuggets.
Yeah, Mason loves chicken nuggets, but I'm so paranoid. Them and grapes. Grapes are another one for kids because of the skin. That's mainly what that is the skin of it.
Have you ever puked up a hot dog? It's bad.
I don't even want to. No.
Do you know what someone taught me? When you're feeling sick, like when you're like under the weather and you're like, no, you're gonna puke. He told me to eat ice cream.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, why is that? And he said because everything you eat comes up, and ice cream doesn't hurt or taste bad coming up.
It's like puking a milkshake.
So when I'm sick, I eat ice cream.
Well, and I was just thinking because normally, like the acids are, like the acids.
Right.
What burns
He
when
says,
you puke,
right.
So.
He says that it doesn't hurt. He doesn't mind it, and when he pukes, he's fine.
Oh, that makes sense.
I guess it gives. You should probably have like a little mini freezer by your toilet. So if you're like let me grab my ice cream.
I don't know if it works for hangovers, D.
Have a mudslide.
I'm just phoning for a friend.
A mudslide.
You can have a mudslide, and then it cures you.
Right, I feel a lot better.
I feel a lot better.
I had a White Russian and a mudslide. Guys, it was fun being here today. Thank you to everybody that checked us out today. We were a little unorganized. It's all my fault. I overslept.
It's all good. We got to have a day
made
like
it
that.
through.
Right, I told you sometimes it's going to happen. I still think it was a good show.
Thank
Thank you to
you.
everybody that checked out the Seeking Closure Lee County's Cold Cases. Make sure you subscribe to that. Subscribe to that on all your podcast platforms. We look forward to you taking a listen and maybe knowing something or someone who knows something about one of these cases. I don't have anything else. You want to say anything before we go?
I just want to thank everybody that was out there at the Edison Festival of Light.
Yep.
I learned that.
Yes.
No S. Light. And just thank you. Thank you for supporting us and watching us and sharing. So we appreciate you.
Anything, D?
No, we got a big baseball tournament today, tomorrow, and what's today? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Where?
Out at, is it Freeman Park in Fort Myers? It's a big one. It's got 4 local schools. I know Cape, they're hosting it, obviously, because, well, that's why I know about it. I think Riverdale's there. There's a whole bunch of high schools.
Your kid go to Cape High?
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to talk to you about it. I got a favor.
Okay.
I need an answer to it. Now I know how I can get it. There we go. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. We got to go. Have a great day. Remember, when that repo man comes for the car, don't forget to save the radio.